I'm starting.
Shit better not be whack.
We gonna set this off right. You know, coming off the live show. This is Giles Puddin'. You know, this is the vibes that we on today.
Running your mouth when you shouldn't. Talking that talk, but I know that you wouldn't. Shit I can't do cause I just got my footing. Niggas is mad that I do what they couldn't. I just want money, so I'm doing this music. I don't take breaks, I gotta get to it. Shit get bad to this back to this cooking. 2019, we getting them buckets.
I'm definitely gonna be the Joe Budden today. This
my nigga, the proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
The proof in the pudding.
It's your vibe, Alex.
My nigga, the proof in the pudding. 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 My nigga, the proof in the pudding. My tooth in the pudding. My bitch to keep it.
No. I was listening to your shit last night. I was tagging people on it and all that.
Yeah. What's up, boy?
Oh wait, you done?
Yeah, nah, we ain't playing the whole
10
joint,
seconds?
nigga. I was in 10 seconds. That was like almost a minute, bro.
11?
What you talking about? You want to keep bumping it?
Yeah,
Let's
let me
play it
hear a
through.
little
Play a
more.
little bit. All right, say no more. Say
Let
no
me
more.
hit a chorus.
Say no more.
That way I can tell if it's trash or not.
Dr. Harry over there, right?
Blast that shit. Why you turn so low?
Black and first and then they call me crazy until he see break him in half. I fuck your bitch on the first that I met on her friends and now they keep on calling me dad. Battery in my bag, please back up. Nigga don't say that shit. Niggas on deck right here, they gon' spray. Every nigga talking shit, yeah. Running your mouth when you shouldn't. Talking that talk, but I know that you wouldn't. Shit I can't do cause I just got my footing. Niggas is mad that I do what they couldn't. I just want money so I'm doing this music. I don't take breaks cause I gotta get to it. Shit get bad to this back to this cooking. 2019 we getting them buckins. The proof in the pudding, the proof in the pudding. My nigga, the proof in the pudding. The proof in the pudding, the proof in the pudding. My nigga, the proof in the pudding. The proof in the pudding, the proof in the pudding. My nigga, the proof in the pudding. The proof in the pudding, the proof in the pudding. My nigga, the proof in the pudding.
I don't feel like robbing nobody.
The proof in the pudding, you niggas.
Oh, this is my joint. Nick Knox is my joint.
Fuck up the crime rate, shootouts in broad day. Lay back and parlay, a plugger like Padre. Smoke weed the side day, make moves in boss plays. Bitch lit, no play. You been bitch, no say. Get back, you cross me. Vacants with bodies. Ricky like Bodie, I vent rhymes, you Jody. Drink all your Kool-Aid, stash spot like Blu-ray.
It's cool. It make you want to rob a nigga, but it's like
I don't know how. I don't know how that's a movie. That's my shit.
that shit didn't move me. It was
That's
like the
my shit.
ABC rapping.
Nah.
That shit was higher?
Nah. Tell him, yo, this
Let
nigga,
me play some shit.
Yo,
then.
he be wanting to play like he talking about Banks. You know what? Hold on.
Let me play some shit then.
Before
let's battle real quick then.
Let's-
While you talk your shit. No. Keep your phone. I'm gonna leave it on there. So that way you know where my vibe is coming from.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Let me just welcome everybody. Welcome to another It's Lit episode.
Yes.
It's Lit Boss. We got a whole fucking room in here right now today. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of people I ain't never met.
Black people.
Whole bunch of black people I
Shea
ain't never
butter
met.
and bad decisions is what it smells like.
You know, we're in the building. We're coming off our live show. So energy's high right now. Everybody's feeling good. We got Buddha in the building. What's up, Buddha? How you been, bro? And we get to see you again. We got AP in the building. We got Rafi back in the house. What's up, baby? You know, he's doing his little videographer shit. He's doing over there. We got two guests. What's up? I forgot y'all names already. Say your names again. What? Mike. And Nightlife K. He's a gangster. That's the robber over there. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest in the house. Alex is over there chilling. What up, Alex? We're going to talk to you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all our Spotify listeners, all our iTunes listeners, all the Anchor, everybody, all our YouTube subscribers. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got more coming. You set up?
I'm ready. I'm ready to play a battle of
All
vibe.
right, get into it.
Y'all heard his music.
That was just the intro.
No. You said shit was fire. We played my shit. Turn my shit up, fam. Don't. Oh, I fucked it up.
Yeah, put it in again.
The show's chord is
Look at
kinda-
you. Don't make fun of my shit.
I gotta blame you, fam.
Nah, don't blame me.
Turn it up, fam.
Oh, of course he's gonna go to Wiz Dakota. Of course he's gonna go to Wiz.
Come on, Alex. I see your light skin head bobbing.
I just scored like 10 in a week. Now I'm going all out.
You're gonna need it.
Playing for keeps, yeah. Who let the
I can play it
dogs
on the big
out?
speaker, but I'm gonna let it rock.
Yeah, nah. We'll work on that.
Only wearing VVs, you can see me when I'm far
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, basically. So I changed that next time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bought a new CC's, got him wishing we would fall out.
I had O in the whip. Bumping this hard.
Ain't what it seems since the team
played two
I ain't
songs.
called out.
Let me get my second song.
Get into it. Let's get into it.
There's no I, we feel all
A lot going on today, y'all. I know.
Let me get my second song real quick.
All in
What you got?
going up, counting bucks, think I lost count. Sorry.
What you got?
I'll give you the second one.
Who this?
I ain't gonna tell you.
You ain't gonna tell me? Oh, he put the phone down. All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Just get into it.
Just feel the vibe.
Let's get into it.
It's gonna feel real dirty in here. Turn it. That's as high as it goes, huh?
As it goes right now. Yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that for next time.
You don't hear nobody crying over the beat. Ain't nobody playing no Future over here.
Nah. These are all mass artists too.
Yes.
All mass artists. That's what we do.
I was gonna stop it.
Nah, let it rock. Fade it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you do it, fam. I'm gonna let you put the fire out.
Yeah, we back in the building, man. What's up, boy?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You in the vibes now?
I'm ready.
You in the vibes now?
I'm blacking them. I'm blacking them alive. Dog.
Killing my phone battery and shit.
I mean, hey, you trash.
You know what I'm saying?
You need a battery charger case, though.
Nah, I'm good on
I know you
that,
still
bro.
new to the team iPhone.
Yeah, I am new.
You was on your Google shit. You was the only nigga I knew with a Google phone.
It wasn't a Google phone, Samsung. Nigga,
Something like
relax,
that.
nigga.
Something
Come on,
like
son.
that.
It was a Samsung.
Y'all all had Google phones? Yeah.
Samsung, right? All Samsung.
You still got Samsung?
No, son. I texted him. It popped up green. I was
For
tight.
Nah, it's Team iPhone out here. I'm
Team
representing
iPhone all
Steve
day,
Jobs
nigga.
all day,
I
dog.
don't know, man. We don't know.
Samsung got a new phone every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Galaxy.
Yep, talk
that
to
shit's
him.
still around?
Still around, bro. Their cameras is nice
Huh?
now.
But the best nudes come from the iPhone, don't they? Oh, everybody get quiet now.
What,
Like,
nudes?
like niggas don't get nudes in here.
Nudes.
Well, you married. It's different for you.
Whoa, how's that? How is that?
You can't get
different?
nudes.
Why not?
Does your wife send you nudes?
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
I don't know what kind of marriage you think. What marriage is?
I
nigga.
personally, I don't know.
She's
I
still
thought,
my- she's
I
still
thought
my
the
shorty.
nude phase was like the new.
No, I'm gonna cheat on you then if I don't get something.
Oh, so your phone is full of mad nudes. All right, so I don't even want to see your phone no more.
It's not that I'm not saying now. I'm just saying. You gotta keep
I'm
it
never gonna
spicy.
slide open your phone, bro.
If you're married, you got to keep it spicy still. Can't be boring.
Nah.
You're supposed to spend. Yeah.
For real?
Nah, she don't even care.
I know he's scared.
No,
he
I'm
be
not
scared.
scared. I'm just telling
He be
you.
scared. When Crystal's here, shout out to Crystal. I asked her myself
Wow.
because I've never seen show Busta Wine, so I don't know if that nigga's
Oh, I
actually
could dance.
Nigerian.
Oh, I could dance, nigga. Don't play yourself, bro.
Come on,
I could dance.
a nigga in
bro.
all
I'm
black.
African.
You think he can dance?
Wait. You know what I mean? Nah.
Oh, she gonna listen to it.
She listens. She listens.
She gonna listen to it,
She listens.
and
you know?
whatever she tweet on Twitter, I'm gonna retweet it like I always do.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yo, listen, man. If you're married, you got to keep it spicy at all times.
Is that a
Because
secret?
it's like it's still a relationship. Nothing changes. It's just together forever.
How long have you been married for now? Remind them.
5-6 years.
How long you been with her though?
About 12.
White woman, no. Just so y'all know.
Don't matter.
No, that nigga. No, it does matter because
Why you
everybody
gotta say
always
that,
looks
though?
at things different. Because I want everybody.
that, though?
This is y'all first time meeting show, so I want y'all all to know. Get it all out the way right now. Boom.
I don't know what the difference is, but you know, it is what it is.
He know what it is. That nigga playing.
Actually,
that
I
nigga
don't.
know what it is.
I've dated everything, but we gonna move past
Yeah,
that.
he does. He did like his Spaniards.
You know what I'm saying?
He loved his Spaniards.
No, I don't. Let's just stop.
I said you did.
I didn't.
You
I
didn't
never-
like- you don't like Spanish women?
Nah, I'm good. I'll pass.
Right?
Yeah, I'll pass.
I feel like
I'll pass. They look good. I ain't gonna say they ugly.
I like the lemon sol. You know what I
I'm
mean?
good, I'm
Like
good.
you
I'm
know what
good.
lemon sol is,
Nah,
right?
they can get love, but
That's how
they
you
didn't
feel,
really
bro?
get love. Nah,
That's how you feel?
I love the beans and rice,
That's
though.
how you feel about the beans and rice?
I eat beans and rice. I'm African. What you talking about? I eat beans and rice.
What about the pastelitos?
Yeah, I eat all of
Or
that
the
shit.
tostones?
I eat all of that shit. I get my pork and fried plantains every week. What you talking about?
Okay, then. All right,
son.
listen.
I'm
He
Domin-
sounded real spicy
I'm
today.
I'm Dominican at heart, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait. Time out. Nah. Now you Dominican? All right.
I'm just saying, their food is bomb.
How
yo.
many Daddy Yankee songs you know?
Oh, nah, chill out. So,
You know what I
chill
mean?
out. Bad Buddy's
You know-
my nigga though.
Who?
Bad Buddy's my guy though.
Because he got a song with Drake?
Nah, I've been listening to Bad. Oh, turn the lights on. What happened? You kicking shit, bro? You
He's trying to
fucking it
rob
up.
niggas. He's trying to give that real Roxbury
nigga?
essence.
But yo, let's get back into it, man.
Facts.
How was Alive to you, bro?
I loved it. I
You know what I'm
appreciated
saying?
it. You know, had to wake people up. You was shy. You know, you was still drunk and hungover.
Nah. Let's get that correct right
But
now.
you was.
No, I wasn't shy.
You was shy as a
no,
motherfucker.
We had a job. You
Rafi,
did-
was that nigga shy?
You did your job. bro.
Rafi, was that nigga shy?
Nah. It's nah.
Give that nigga the mic.
Nah,
pass
I was
that.
not shy.
Pass that mic to. Oh, you got that one right there. Oh, you.
Yeah,
That's
talk
why
to
he
him.
on the team.
Talk to him.
That's why he on the team.
All right, so
It's on. Go
he
ahead.
wasn't shy, but he was hungover. Definitely, he was sweating.
No,
like
I
a
wasn't
motherfucker.
nothing. I wasn't. It
He
was
was
hot,
sweating
but
bullets,
I had
bro.
done all the movement.
Tell
I
him
was
what.
the one who set it up.
Tell him what happened before that day before. How you was drunk in the pool.
Oh,
With the jungle
shit.
juice.
Yeah, the jungle juice had me
Yeah.
fucked up, nigga. I was
Yeah.
all. I haven't been.
I
drunk
never
in a
had
minute.
jungle juice.
Yeah. Nah, I was doing all types of
You
wild
don't
shit.
drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had me all fucked up. But
Yeah.
nah, that show for me was just like I had to keep the focus on Red because you were wilding out. So I was like,
How
all
was I
right, cool.
wilding?
You were doing what you do.
What was I wilding?
doing what you do.
Was I wilding, Rafi? Rafi got to get the mic. I was wilding
I ain't
around.
gonna lie, bro. You was in rare form, dog.
I was?
It was. It was.
that's
I was
me,
like,
dog.
I was like, okay.
That's
You was
me.
calling motherfuckers out left and
Left
right.
and
That's what I'm supposed to do.
See?
Like shows the PC one.
Keep
I'm
the mic
not.
over here. Keep the mic over here. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need.
You don't need that shit.
I got
Shows
you.
not the PC one, but shows more the I'm gonna let people slide. Like if
Nah, not
when you
even
tell
let them
motherfuckers to clap and then all you hear is I'm calling niggas out.
Nah,
Slap your thigh or do something, my nigga. Like
that wasn't even it. That wasn't even it.
What was
It's
it?
just I guess I didn't want to take the attention off of her. That
Oh,
was
I put the
main
attention
thing.
back on Red Shaydez. Shout out to Red Shaydez.
Yeah, shout out to her big time. She killed that shit.
Yeah, she
But
did.
Go
we
ahead,
had to,
Queen.
you
Go
know what I
ahead,
mean?
Queen.
That was-
Oh, you on your queen shit?
Go ahead, Queen. I
Feel
got
me?
you.
Nah, but I had to do that because you were doing your thing, and I was like, all right, cool.
Hey man, I'm
That's
just
what it
addressing the
was.
crowd, man.
You were addressing the crowd, and I had to make sure that she was able to address the crowd too. You know what I'm saying? Get her shit off.
I respect
ask the
it.
questions. That's all. I was happy that you were doing your thing.
I respect
'Cause you,
it.
Like I said, like Rafi said, rare form. You're not usually that outspoken.
Nah, I'm always outspoken.
Nah, it's different live, bro. 'Cause
Listen,
the first one we
it's
did,
different when
the
it's when the
first-
estrogen's around.
The first one we won, you wasn't that outspoken.
You want to know why? Because the help was the chick I was fucking with, so I couldn't go wild the fuck
All
out.
right, so don't put that in.
Summertime Sam is here though. I'm gonna let you
He
know
is.
that now, Alex.
You definitely here, man.
You know
but
what I mean?
What else did you get from the live though?
Black
Appreciate
people are
every-
quiet.
What?
Black people are quiet.
No, actually, I would actually blame that on us. To be honest, we didn't let them know from the beginning that they could be. It was interactive.
What
That's
you
our
mean?
job. That's our job. We're the hosts.
That's your job. I
See,
was in red form already.
see,
I handled my
that's my
job.
job.
I handled mine
You see how
already.
he
He said
comes
it
out-
already.
You
He
see how
said
he
it
comes-
already.
this
I handled
nigga-
my job.
He
You-
takes no blame.
That
for
was you.
nothing. He takes no blame.
That was you.
That's my job.
He does the professional shit. I deal with the crowd.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So I do the professional
You
shit.
the dad.
Wow.
You the dad. I'm
Okay.
giving you that prop.
Okay. That's
You know what
not
I
a
mean?
prop, but okay.
That's a proud. That's your credential. Like, yo,
Okay.
show's always responsible. He gonna bring the water. He gonna make
Wow.
sure people got a way to get home. Me, I'm just on some, all right, my nigga, what you about to do?
Okay. All
You
right.
about to find your way home.
Okay. All right, we'll take that. I don't go fuck. So yeah, that was a lesson learned for me.
Mm-hmm.
To moving forward, all our lives, it's interactive, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can talk, you can interact with us. Actually, we want that because that helps us feed off of you guys and helps the conversation move forward. So
I just want to put a side note. I'm glad to show my thighs today. I don't know if that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
are you serious right now?
yeah, man. Like, have you
Yo,
ever seen
if
your
you can't-
thighs?
If you can't see on the camera right now, this guy.
No,
is
he can see
really-
it.
I got my thighs.
They
I
can
got the
see
short shorts on
can see
today.
him.
I don't
He
give
can
a
see him.
fuck. I don't
He
give a
look
fuck.
like he rubbing on lotion.
Hey, listen, don't act like you never put lotion on. You got that leftover lotion that you could just rub from your arm to your thighs and shit. Don't niggas be acting like they brand new, but it's all good. It's all good. I'll be the joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yup. All of it right there. Yup. That's it.
Let me rub my face and my neck real quick. Just,
Real quick, yo.
you need some, Rafi? You need some, Ralph?
I just might, bro. I woke up out the bed, came straight here. Like
I called this nigga, right?
bro.
This nigga Rafi's like, yo, give me about an hour. I'm like, nigga, if we still here, nigga.
We're still
the
here, bro. Nigga, it's Sunday. We trying to get
This
the
nigga
fuck out
woke
of
up,
here.
answered the
Yo,
phone.
I'm like, all right, damn.
Answer the phone with a sexy voice and shit. Don't do that, bro.
You know what's funny? I can tell what Rafi's saying off the text, like how he's saying it off the text when he's texting.
Give me an example.
Like, I bet. I'm like, yo, that's all right. You know what I'm saying? What else you get from the live, though?
Other than that, no, everybody was good. You know, the energy was good. Everybody was interactive. We was on time. We was punctual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Shout
show
out
only
to-
ran about an hour and a half. That was
Yeah.
good. We had an hour. What? We had a half hour after just to
Yeah.
mingle with people.
Shout out to Vanni. Shout out to Red Shaydez for the performance.
Vanni's super underrated.
Super underrated,
I would
man.
say this too. We had a lot of different people in there.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Like
Different crowd.
different crowd. You had somebody that was like 40 plus in there. You had somebody that was 20. You had somebody that was like 30. You know what I'm saying? It was very, very diverse. in
Yeah.
there, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get Shaky to come to the next performance.
Who's shaky?
K know who Shaky is. Mikey know who Shaky
Who's
is.
Shaky?
You
What
don't know who
was that
Shaky
like?
is? You ain't from the Berry then. You ain't from the Berry if you don't know who Shaky is. Really?
You're
What is-
legit
what-
not
is
from
it a
Roxbury
dude?
if you
Like,
don't know
yo.
Shaky. If you don't know Shaky, you ain't from Roxbury.
Explain who he is, Mikey. Put the camera on him.
Yo, Shaky, he that dude in Delhi, yo.
Facts.
Everybody know Shaky.
He's always dancing and shit.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
bro.
you talking about the chicken? I know exactly who y'all talking about.
Yeah, that's a different dude.
Y'all
Yeah,
not
yeah.
okay.
See?
Oh, I thought
Shaky
y'all
don't
talking
be
about the
dancing,
chicken
though.
man.
Nah.
Shaky don't be doing the dance.
Nah, he don't dance. There's a dude that dances though.
Shaky just cuss you out if you don't give him $1.
Facts.
Legitly though, I think Shaky passed though, man.
He did?
Yeah, I ain't seen him in a minute. Y'all seen him?
I don't,
Y'all seen Shaky?
He always pop back up. Every time
Facts.
the rumor.
You can't kill fiends,
rumors
fam.
always go through the hood that Shaky died.
And you
all
see
of
him.
a sudden, somebody pop up with a picture, taking a
He's
picture with
chilling.
him on IG.
I always take a picture with Shaky, man.
Wow.
He helped raise me, dog.
Roxbury legend.
Yeah, he helped raise me.
Okay.
I don't. That's why I don't call people like homeless or bums and stuff. I just call them misfortunate people. The people who've been through the most shit have like the most gems.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
of course. They see more things.
Just because he's homeless or, he's down on his shit don't mean he still can't give you game.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But,
A lot of the rich people we look up to were homeless before, too. And now look where they at.
yeah.
Tyler Perry, he was homeless. You know what I mean? He's spilling in now.
The verdict's still out on Tyler. I don't really fuck with Tyler like that.
Oh.
He don't like dark skinned
Anybody
niggas, so I
really
don't fuck with Tyler Perry. I don't fuck with Tyler Perry.
I don't
I don't fuck with Tyler Perry. He don't like dark skinned men, fam.
I don't agree with that.
Listen. He like niggas like Alex and Shamar Moore with the
Wait,
fake
wait, hold
cornrows
on,
and
hold
shit.
on.
You feel me?
We had this conversation years ago.
And
bro.
I was right.
I remember that. No, you were not.
How am I
right,
wrong,
bro.
Mikey?
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't like dark skinned men.
How are you saying that?
Wait,
Name me
time
the-
out,
name me
time
a-
out.
name me a dark
Why
skin-
does it matter if a man likes
Don't-
another
don't say-
man?
Because this is how he shows dark skinned men in light to black women in the community. The first movie that you seen from Tyler Perry was what?
Medea.
No, it wasn't. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Now, she got saved by a light-skinned nigga with fake cornrows, right? But who did he shit on? Who did he shit on?
In that case.
No. Let's get the answers out first. Who did he shit
In
on?
that case, it was dark skinned brother.
All right, and in the next movie, what happened? Who did he shit on?
I don't know. What was the next movie?
He shitted on the dude that when he got killed, when Janet Jackson came up there to his job with the gay dude in the cake, jumped out.
What?
With the,
What movie is this?
thank you,
no,
right?
No, that was Why I Get Married too.
That was Why
You
Did I Get
skip-
Married?
No, yeah, you skipped Why Did I Get Married.
All right, that one was whack.
Everybody was cool.
That was whack.
Boy, son.
That was whack.
You see how these niggas be moving?
That one
That one
what
don't
about
count.
what about the one with when she goes to jail?
Who?
The black dude, the dark dude was the one that saved Rudy from.
Who's Rudy? Oh,
Yeah.
that one was whack too. Fuck that one. I don't like Rudy Huxtable as an adult, though. Rudy Huxtable as an adult looked weird to me,
How
though.
How many niggas did you invite to the crib, bro?
I don't know who that. Oh, it's Shaken Beloved. Oh, he came with the stickers on the
okay.
shirt.
Damn, we got the doors open in the block, nigga.
What up?
Can y'all close the door?
I didn't even know the door was open. Now it really smells like shea butter and bad decisions in here.
There's a whole bunch of goons in
Shea
here
butter
right now.
and weed.
This is crazy, bro.
All love in the
all
in
love
the
in the
building.
hood. All love in the building.
I like
baby.
that
You know
show
what I'm saying?
seeing this side.
What up, Eddie?
I like that
Man,
show seeing this
everybody's
side.
in the house. I told you we can't waste a second, bro. Hold on. Let's get
No.
back to what we're doing.
You're right.
Let's get back to what we're doing. What's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
All right, what else we covering?
What you listen to this week?
This week I've been listening to a lot of Wiz Dakota, a
Yeah.
lot of Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
My cousin O, he put me on to some new rappers, some Draper niggas. I ain't gonna lie, the ones I tagged you in, fire.
Oh yeah, I listened to that BML young boy is nice.
Fire.
That boy is nice, man. Yeah.
Fire.
He's like it's like maybe 19.
Nah, the
20.
niggas that O had me listen to, the niggas, they sound like they from Chirac and Detroit though.
Oh, because of the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
But it's
good though.
nah. He was trying to convince me like we need more of that, but I'm trying to explain to him like that's hard to book in the city. You know what I mean? At a venue, drill music.
Nah, they could do it out of Middle East. They could do it out of Middle
Who
East.
you ever seen at the Middle East doing drill music?
Nah, they do that shit. We just don't know.
Who you ever seen in the Middle East doing shit like that?
Nah, they do shows over there.
Who?
Rhapsody's been over there.
Rhapsody ain't drill
she does a
music.
little bit- she has a little bit of sound
Rhapsody is
about
like
You only
positive
named
rap.
one venue,
Nah.
Middle East.
Facts.
Middle East wasn't. Sonia's is next door. Sinclair's
I'm
is
hip,
did.
but they don't
Sinclair's
cater-
just
they
did.
They don't
it.
cater to that music
Sinclair
though.
just did. it. I went to the trap karaoke at Sinclair's.
Trap karaoke.
What?
Niggas
That's
still
different.
Niggas hard over there, bro. It was tough.
Trap karaoke ain't drill music,
All right, well,
bro.
I'm misinformed. I ain't know about no trap karaoke.
Yeah, that was loud.
Nah, this trap karaoke.
Nah, it's just hard.
But it ain't like drill music. It ain't like niggas.
Trap and karaoke. I mean, trap and drill are two different things.
Totally different. Totally different. So
Like,
that's
drill-
why I don't
drill's
think they'll
promoting
cater
you to
to
spin the
it.
block several times, and
And that's what I'm trying to
and-
explain to him. You
and
can't
that,
have.
that limits you
Well,
in so
they
many ways,
commit-
shapes, or form.
and that's why I
it's
try to
dope-
tell O.
It's dope for the moment, but it doesn't have long. It doesn't hold weight. It doesn't have longevity. So I mean, can you see like them selling out TD Bank?
Nah.
Nobody's gonna sell it to you.
Nah.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
If you ain't
Not right
Drake,
now, at least,
if you ain't
yeah.
Drake or
Yeah,
Rihanna,
not
or
right now.
Kanye,
no, but that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Like drill music only gets you so far. Like
Exactly.
might give you the
It's hard to
neighborhood hero,
market.
but
Yeah, I'm talking about just them playing right now, having a place to perform right now.
But where they performing at, they won't have smoke.
yeah, but it ain't gonna get no. It ain't gonna get no ride up here though. It ain't
Exactly.
gonna get no ride in Boston.
All right.
Not in
Y'all say-
Boston. The white people ain't having that shit.
All right, if y'all
You
say
bugging.
so.
You're gonna have to have that shit in the basement.
What'd you think of the Rose album? Be honest, nigga.
I was let down, though.
Why?
It's not what I thought it would be. it don't paint no picture for me. It just sounds like
He's wealthy.
Yeah.
yeah,
A whole lot of wealth talk.
The beats are good.
Oh, production's on point, definitely.
But it's like he ain't saying shit like he was in the last one. The last one he was talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this one is just more like
I ain't gonna front when he said off of what's it called? What song is that? When he told Shorty, yo, she can't fuck me like a king no more. She gotta make love to me like an emperor. I was like, yes, that's my shit now. I need grapes. I need to be fanned. I need my toes tickled. You know what I'm saying?
Real
nigga said his toes tickled.
All of that shit.
Is that a thing? You like your feet played with?
Yo, I'm an emperor, my nigga. Talk to me right, my
So
nigga.
you gotta have your feet played with.
all of that shit. Come on, talk to me on, man, baby. Do your
For
thing.
real?
Hell yeah.
Right?
Everything, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come on, yo, make me feel right. Moisturize me down. You know what I mean? Nothing else was on that joint that was really that hard to me though.
I mean, I heard Push's verse that wasn't on the album.
That should have been on the album.
Yeah, but it would cause smoke.
So
Nah, you can't do
So?
that. You can't play both sides. That's why I understand why he took it off. He put Wayne on it.
no, I
You
feel
can change your shit.
No, I told you I understood why.
Nah,
took it
Push got off.
No, he got off.
Push
big
got
time.
off. I wish we had it so we could play it for niggas, but
Yeah, I gotta get that. Man.
You heard it?
Nah, I ain't here yet.
Nah, that shit's hard.
I'm about to find it. But
It's
go ahead,
a
talk
lot.
your shit while I find it.
Yeah,
Nah, I found
please put that in rotation.
His bars was crazy. Like he
Push-
really went in on niggas.
But
So
you could
who-
tell
who-
Push
who
was
we
talking
go
about
at, though. Who we go at?
Drake. You could tell, nigga, by what he was saying.
Of course.
He was like, niggas is
I
on
feel
top
like-
till they get exposed.
I
to
feel
the-
like he was talking to everybody.
Nah, he was talking.
No,
to
he was talking to Drake.
He was
No,
talking
no.
to Drake
He's talking
and
to
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne,
He
and
was.
Lil Wayne would have been on the song,
Yeah.
which is why Rose couldn't put that verse
But
on.
Oh,
it.
Wayne
Wayne-
was on the actual
Yeah,
song.
Wayne's
Wayne
on the
on the song.
Maybach music, but you don't see his name on it.
Nah.
But
he didn't do the
Oh,
whole
okay,
thing on
okay.
there.
Push
It just
killed that
says
nigga.
Maybach 6. That's it. That's all it
Push
said on
killed
there.
that nigga.
Body the whole thing.
I'm
man.
kind of upset because it's like I didn't want to like Pusha because I like Drake so much.
What?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
crazy.
That's
Keeping it a
crazy,
stab.
yo.
I'm
Nah.
keeping it a
But
stab.
wait, hold up. But you was all riding for the dark
Dark-skinned
skin
niggas.
And that's why I said I was torn, my
Nah,
nigga.
dog.
That's why. Listen. I'm gonna keep it real. That Daytona shit made me a fan of Pusha. No bullshit.
Oh, I bet.
Nah, I wasn't a fan of him before.
Are you
bro.
serious?
Nah, because go listen to his old albums, bro.
Still listen.
Nah, bro.
It's growth.
No.
It's growth. It
The
wasn't
Clips
trash.
album was garbage, bro.
The Clips album was garbage.
Name
Which
me one album now. Time out.
Hell Have No
You
Fury
had
was
Till the
fire.
Caskets drop.
Leave him alone, bro.
You had Till the Caskets drop. What else you had?
Hell Have No Fury.
Leave him
That was
alone.
their
All right.
That was their best Clips album.
That's their
Let it
first
go.
album, right? Isn't that
No,
every
the second-
artist's
what's the
best
second?
album?
The second one.
Hell Have No Fury?
Yeah.
Or-
Lord Williams the first one.
Lil Will was
Will
the first one.
with the
Hell
clips
Have
and
No
the
Fear was the
grinding.
second one. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't fuck with
And then
Pusha
Push's
T, bro.
bars just
I know, I
elevated
wasn't a
every
Push
time.
fan.
Every time Pusha got on.
And
I
guess
wasn't a
what?
Push fan.
This nigga married with his wife chilling, eating some salad and all that shit, still bodying niggas on the block.
Yeah,
Come on, son.
he
That
got
cocaine
that.
talk is
He got-
crazy.
I don't know. It must be the braids. Fuck that nigga. I don't know, dog. It's the braids. It's like a nigga with braids that's
Infrared-
over 30. I just be like,
Nah, but infrared was the most disrespectful
Infrared.
shit you could have. And then he
Infrared.
took it up with the story of
Don?
Yeah.
Adion?
Yo,
Come on, bro.
Adonis? What is
Yeah,
that
Adonis.
shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Body that nigga, yo.
But I was just like, yo, dark skin niggas, we kind of grimy. That nigga found
You
that
gotta
picture out
be
of
grimy.
nowhere,
You
dog.
gotta be grimy.
I never
yo.
seen that picture in my life. To this day, I won't even
Facts.
play that track just because of the picture. I'm like, damn.
And he put
Nah,
Drake in
I'm playing.
blackface. Drake
Easy.
still didn't even explain that.
He did
can't.
explain it.
He did, but-
explain it.
He did.
We let it
That nigga
slide.
responded like the next day.
Yeah.
With a
he
whole
didn't explain that
post.
blackface though.
He
Did
did.
He did.
It was
He
he
did.
was saying like he was doing it for like some clothing director or some shit.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't
he did
supposed to
mention
come
that. He
out.
did
I don't
mention
know
that,
how much
but-
Push paid it, but you know, he
Hey,
got
Bush,
it.
Bush got phone calls from niggas trying to get at him from Drake's team. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's
Yeah.
real shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Who else came out that we fuck with?
This weekend?
Yeah. Who else came out?
I don't know. Honestly, I ain't been listening to too much shit. I've been on the Benny the Butcher shit. So
Nah, I feel you. I'm gonna talk about Oompa's listening party
yeah,
last
you
night.
went to that last
Went
night.
to the show over at Sinclair's. Oompa! Listen.
You went, Alex? I went to the last two. Okay.
Yeah, we was at the listening party over at the studio. So listen, if y'all ain't never heard of Oompa in this room, go listen to her.
We're gonna play her after.
Yeah, go listen to that.
No,
Oh,
O was the first one to tell me about Oomp.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like
Alright.
he was the first one. I gotta give him his credit.
So you got.
He was like,
that.
"Yo, I got this chick." I was like,
Yeah,
this
nah.
chick."
Oompa, that shit almost had me in the verge of tears, bro. The
So you
emotion-
cry and you like your
I
toes
said
tickled?
on the verge of tears. I didn't say I cried. Don't put shit out
Do you
there.
cry when you get your toes tickled?
Why would I cry? I
don't know if I'm laughing so hard.
Anyways, nigga. But that show had all the emotion. Everybody, I mean, before she even came out, the room was going nuts. You know what I'm saying? I never seen that kind of love for somebody before. I mean, there was the demographic in that room was crazy. I don't know if you guys ever been in Sinclair's,
No.
but it brings everybody out.
Where is it?
It's in Cambridge.
Okay.
It's in Cambridge.
Central
over there.
Square?
Yeah, right around that area.
Harvard Square?
Harvard Square. Yeah, Harvard Square.
Where is it? Yeah, we gonna talk about that too.
But no, that show was everybody that performed, from Red Shaydez to this dude Benji from Pittsburgh to
I feel like I heard Benji before.
what is it? Tides. It's a band. It's a music group. They all killed their performances. Everybody came out.
How many people you think the venue holds?
That was about 400.
400 people?
400 or 500. Yeah, it was definitely sold out. Like that shit was crazy.
We can get that sold out.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I like the way you think. I
We
like
get
that.
that sold
I
out.
like that. I like that. Nah, that show was crazy, man. Shout out to Oompa. The album is out. Cleo. She used the visuals that she used is based off of Set It Off.
Oh.
So that shit. So
So
that
she's
whole-
Cleo?
Yeah, it was hard. Like just before everybody
That shit
came out.
sounds dope.
Yeah,
Sounds dope.
before everybody
Dope
came
concept.
out, you saw the beginning of Set It Off and everything, and how they were in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And what's Queen Latifah's name? Is it Cleo?
Cleo.
Yeah. So they were in the car giving her a hug, and she was like, "Just me and you in the helicopter." That scene.
Oh, when she
she's in
got
the
shot
tunnel,
up?
when she's
I ain't
in the
gonna lie.
tunnel,
That scene almost made a
that
nigga
shit
cry.
was, yo, son,
I ain't
that
gonna lie.
shit was tough.
I ain't gonna
man.
lie. To this day.
I legit teared up, man.
Yeah,
to this day, dog.
Bro.
You
To
can't.
this day.
You have to, bro.
To this day. I was
Set It Off.
Powerful.
Still,
It was
that
powerful.
made me go back and like, oh, I gotta watch that again.
this nigga.
You know what I'm saying? What you mean?
This nigga. He gotta go
Why
go
not?
watch a whole movie
Hell
off of
yeah.
one scene.
Set It Off ain't dope. Set It Off ain't a dope movie. Ain't a classic. Ain't a hood classic. It ain't a hood
it ain't a
classic.
hood
Are you
classic. It ain't a
serious?
hood classic for me. Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
By far a hood class.
Overpaid in full. What do we
Hold on,
what do we
hold on,
classify
whoa,
as
whoa,
hood
whoa.
classics?
You can have.
What are we talking about hood classics? What do we?
Wait, time out.
Who
time
said
out, time out.
overpaid in full?
Time out.
bugging.
You can
fucking
have.
bugging.
You can have multiple classics.
You
bro.
Exactly.
can. But
What
what's
are
a
you talking
hood
about?
classic? Because that movie wasn't hood to me.
How was it not hood?
classic?
How that movie was hood to
That's
you?
a hood ass movie. What are you talking about? Look at it.
That was a hood movie?
Yes. Yeah.
It's in LA, bro. What you talking about?
They lived in the hood. They lived in the projects.
I don't
Come
know.
on, you seen the bed the motherfuckers
They
was
lived
sleeping
in
on?
the
son?
projects, bro.
It
How
didn't feel like a hood movie to me. I
That's
don't
a hood
know.
movie.
I'm
Matter of
biased.
Matter of fact,
I'm a hard critic, dog.
Check it.
Friday,
Hold on.
the same scene on Friday
It had
is the same
all-
scene.
It had all the hood properties.
Everything.
It was in the projects.
Yep.
It had
fucking
police.
with-
It had
the-
police shooting black folk
Fact.
for
Okay.
no reason.
Yep.
Okay.
It had the black dude getting ready to go to college.
All right, so let me ask you a
and get
question.
killed.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Was
Hood
that
classic.
was that movie a hood classic over Boys in the Hood?
It's a hood.
Time
classic,
out.
period, bro.
Time out.
Hold on.
Boys in the Hood is a hood classic.
Hold on. You, see what you're
How
doing
many
is-
niggas you? Huh?
You're changing it now. You're trying to say
As
is
usual.
that better than the other movie.
As usual.
You're not.
as
You're not.
usual.
You're
Menace to
trying-
Society is a hood movie.
and that's also a
That's
classic.
a hood movie. You feel me? It's a hood movie.
Nah.
How Set It Off? Not.
Set It Off's not a hood movie. It
How?
has things from the hood in it, but it's not a hood movie.
They lived
No,
in the
it's not.
projects.
They were
bro.
robbing the
Nah,
banks.
it's not
my
a
nigga.
hood movie. Nah. Will Smith
what-
was living in a
what
fucking
kind-
bathroom.
Hold on.
That's
Wait.
not a hood movie.
Time out. Wait, too many people.
You said
at
what?
once.
When he was living in the bathroom with his son, Will Smith.
That was the pursuit of happiness.
He was in the hood. It was in the bathroom.
That's
Niggas on the
definitely a hood
floor. Ain't that the hood? Fuck
Hold on,
out of
hold on.
here.
Let me say this. That definitely was a
Wow.
hood movie. A black man.
You see?
Wow.
You see what I be dealing with?
public bathroom,
You see what I be dealing
done.
with?
with his son.
I'm done.
See what we dealing with?
All right,
That was not a hood
pass
movie.
the mic to O so he can see
That
what he's
nigga
saying
was
before we bring
struggling.
Alex up.
Bring closer. Don't fuck up my shit. Bring closer. Don't fuck up my shit. Bring closer.
No, he can sit down. Don't make him stand up like he's on the. Y'all could pull the
Show's
chair
face?
closer.
Seen Show's
Y'all
face,
can-
he ain't playing that
Yo, I
shit.
ain't playing. Don't
I
fuck my
know.
shit up, my nigga.
All right, so who seen the movie The Town?
Facts.
son, we from
Boom.
here.
All right, was that a hood movie?
Nope.
Nah.
All right, hold
That's
on.
not a hood movie.
It's not a hood
That's a
classic.
No.
That's a gangster
No.
movie.
Hood
That's a
classic.
gangster
Time out.
movie.
It's a hood movie.
Time out.
That is not a hood movie.
Time out. Yo.
One at a time.
Yo,
One at a time.
Let's make this clear. When you talking, one person at a time,
One-
please, because y'all gonna fuck up my shit.
No lie.
Okay?
The audio's
Y'all
hard
can
to
all
go
talk.
back and edit.
Yeah, I don't have time for all of that. All right? Let's go.
The hood movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Town. Y'all saying that's a hood movie?
Nope.
That's a gangster movie.
Not at all.
Okay, it could be a gangster movie. That was about robbing banks or robbing brink trucks or whatever.
Yep.
Them niggas was in the projects in
Southie.
Charlestown.
Southie.
Southie or
Yep.
whatever.
That's their hood, though.
That's
Not
a
our
hood
hood.
movie.
Yep. That's
Now-
their hood movie.
Now, it's not a hood movie. Now, Set It Off. They was in the hood in the project, but they was bank robbing.
Facts.
They had nothing to do with no hood shit.
They was never walking around the hood. I don't know nobody from the hood in that movie.
Bro. Again, you have the black kid getting ready to go to college.
Are you?
He get killed. Innocent dude getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rob banks, but you can basically
They had the
take
stories
any
in
hood
there
classic
and put 'em in
put
there.
it in a white neighborhood and then say, "Oh, it's not a
Word.
hood classic."
Yeah.
That's what your example is with The Town.
This nigga over here with the loudest
fault?
music.
It wasn't about them robbing banks. It was about Old girl worked at the bank, got fired because they thought she had something to do with it. So she said, "All right, we're gonna pay them back."
Oh, because her people's from the block started to rob the bank.
Because the gang bangers from
See, now my
robbed the
thing. See,
bank.
my thing is, I
it's classic.
classify a hood movie as a movie that any nigga from the hood has seen. Every nigga from the hood has seen Paid in Full.
Facts.
Every nigga from the hood has not seen The Town.
Wait, so are you?
That's true.
So you mean to tell me everybody from the hood
Has seen Paid in Full, bro. Let's be real.
hasn't seen Set It Off?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa, nah, everybody's seen Set It Off.
I don't think everybody has.
Everybody, I guarantee everybody's seen Set It Off.
Drew, you
before
seen
Paid
Set
in
It
Full?
Off? You seen the slots?
Come on, son.
You seen it, Rafi?
Everybody in
Yo,
this room has seen
Buddha, you
Set It
seen
Off.
him Set It Off?
How?
Boom.
Nah,
Boom.
no,
No.
stop,
There's
no,
always that
no,
one person.
no,
That's
no.
what I'm trying to prove
You
it,
cannot
though.
include
That's what I'm trying to
Buddha.
prove, though.
Buddha's not a hood nigga. You cannot include Buddha
No,
in the
because that's what.
conversation.
Because that. No. Look,
How-
I asked in that order for a reason, bro.
How is Set It Off not a hood movie?
I really don't think it's a hood-
all his natural
not-
resources came from the hood.
It's not
Thank
a hood
you.
classic, bro.
Thank you.
It's not a hood. It's not a hood classic.
It's not a hood
Come on,
classic.
son.
You're not gonna put that over Baby Boy. You're not gonna
Why
put that.
not?
Yes, you would. Set It Off
You
over
gonna put
Baby
that
Boy.
over Baby Boy?
I gotta say
Yes, you
something.
would. You could
You
put Set It Off over Baby Boy.
I'm not putting Set It Off over Baby Boy. You're bugging.
Yes, you could.
You're bugging.
When Boosie
Yes, you
said,
could.
set it off in this motherfucker, where you think he got it?
Come
I'm
on,
just
son.
saying.
I don't know. I don't listen to Boosie like
Bro.
that.
I'm saying you
I ain't
Bro.
listened to Boosie since fucking
Bro.
Independent. With Blue fucking
Bro.
what's his name?
Come
I'm
on,
just
You
dog.
see this nigga?
Like,
You see what I be dealing with?
bro,
Listen,
are you kidding me?
I'm a hard critic.
Are you
fam.
kidding me,
Yeah.
bro?
You're not gonna tell me Set It Off
And
is better
guess
than
what?
Baby
And,
Boy.
and you know what's funny?
Are
He
you
gets all
kidding me?
he gets all his thought processes from movies.
No, not true.
Yo,
Come on,
don't get me
Not
wrong.
true.
Baby Boy was a classic, but come on, Set It
Was
Off
Baby Boy a
definitely
hood
goes over.
classic?
Yeah, it's a hood classic.
Why? What makes it a hood classic? Wait, no. Let him, because he said it was. What makes it a hood classic?
It has all the elements of a hood movie.
Everything is in it.
Projects, baby mama drama,
All of that
gang
shit.
violence, cash shooting.
Same thing Set It Off has.
Same thing Set It Off has.
What do you want?
Set It Off is.
You just don't like the movie.
I don't like. I thought.
Just say that. Just say you don't like the movie.
It's alright.
There you go.
It's
That's what you
alright,
gotta
but I'm not
say.
gonna. I watch it. Go to sleep to it.
Yeah,
I go to sleep to it. Who?
Dr. Dre was a hood cat. He was the OG from the hood. They got that
Dr.
strap
Dre's
from the
the
hood.
biggest actor ever. Come on, don't start another
They had,
topic.
it's LA hoods. They had low riders. They had everything
all
in
of
it.
that shit.
They were
All
in the
of it.
projects.
It's a
Majority
whole-
of them.
It didn't
whole
feel like
time.
a hood movie though.
Because it's not
How?
what you know.
It didn't feel like a hood movie.
It's a hood movie, bro.
It didn't feel like a hood
It's
movie.
an LA
Yo,
hood ass movie.
Point blank period. They're always dealing with poverty in some way, shape, or form.
Always.
You got a point.
So when their back was against the wall, you know what I'm saying? Especially when she got fired, she's like, "Yo, we gotta get right.
We gotta
Like,
get right.
We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna handle where it hurts.
Yo, when Cleo said, I need more motherfucking money.
Right.
I felt that shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It was like, let's get to the bag. Nigga.
That's what you felt?
Hell yeah.
How you feel when you say, I need my fucking toes tickled?
Well, I don't say it like that. You know, that's
Just
a
saying.
little-
I'm just checking.
That's a little
They-
rough.
I'm
they
just
were-
checking.
hold on.
Just checking.
The original thing was they were nickel and diamond at a dry cleaning spot.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Ace was the cleanest too. That's all I'm gonna say.
Respect it, but he had to get right too.
That's all
So
I'm gonna say.
Let's get
A wise man once asked, "What's poppin', Kermit?"
this nigga stupid. What else came out? What else came out from over here?
We ain't gotta talk about nothing else. We can bring up
You
Alex.
good? You ready to bring up Alex?
Yes.
Let's get into
Bring
it.
the light skin vibes in.
So
Alex.
we're gonna bring up Alexander Padei. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get the right intro for my man's right here, man.
Oh, you got his song and
Yeah,
all
I
that.
got all of that shit, baby. Come on, son.
Oh yeah, you fancy today.
I'm fancy, baby. Let's set the man up. You know.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Alexander Padei here. On behalf of all the artists on the mixtape,
You know, you playing the intro,
I want to
right?
Yeah,
say
the
thank
intro.
you
So they know his
for being
voice. So they
part
know
of
who it
this
is.
project.
He's right
We've got
here.
people
You know,
on
they
the
gonna know who it
project,
is.
people on the sidelines, people
What
who
song
went
you wanna
to
start with,
events,
Alex?
people who listened to
What
the
song you
early
wanna
versions
start with,
of
Alex?
music. All
Right?
the music
Pick your
is
song.
appreciated
Whatever song
from
you wanna start
Without
with.
you,
It's an intro
this
for
could not have
yourself.
happened. I want
Don't
to give
matter.
everybody a rundown on what's going on.
Let's get it. All right. Oh yeah, this is Sam's one of Sam's favorite joints too.
Which one?
I don't give a fuck. YN Prop Ocho.
Oh yeah.
Deco
I was
Fam.
bumping that in the car. Well, oh yes.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about nothing they be saying. I just wanna know.
Give a little preview of that shit real quick.
Grinding for a payment, that's what all my niggas do. Motherfuck the haters, middle fingers to them too. These bitches in my
Like some
ear
Oakland
steady
shit.
spilling their
Yeah.
feelings. No emotions involved when we handling business. I'm trying to get paid, baby, better believe it. So don't become the issue with me trying to achieve it. You in the way, I suggest that you move. We the winners over here, niggas second to who.
Wait, stop the music real quick.
Microphone.
I ain't gonna lie, Alex. I'm a little offended. You sitting taller than me, but I'm gonna let it slide. I'm a little offended right now.
Oh, little offended.
I'm a little offended.
Little
Nah,
offended.
it's all good. I'm just not used to it. It's all good. I'm used to looking down at people.
You see how you feel? You see how you be feeling?
Wow.
Listen. Like I told you, Show's the one that let the drama slide. I'm gonna address it.
It's all good. Make me feel bad, you don't got nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Try and make me feel bad, you ain't got shit. I got better things to do on the weekend. Wonder what Shakespeare did his peak season.
Show, you know you ain't gotta let the whole thing play.
I'm not. After this, my man.
So you get your toes tickled. We gonna call this episode toe tickling.
I don't know what the problem is with that, yo.
I never had my toes tickled on purpose. I don't know how to go about that.
Welcome our guest, Alexander Padei. What up, boy? How you doing, man?
Good, man. How you been?
He's coming off. He's been everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting his little run in.
Wait. Why you call it a little running?
A little run. It's how niggas talk.
I feel like
what are you talking about?
Nah, girls say that shit. Like, oh, you got your little car out. You got your little hat, your little outfit.
It's like a little
like
flex.
he's sunning you right off the bat.
No, I'm not sunning him. Don't talk no shit like that. Don't put that out there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's stunting. You've been everywhere with this Fuck It, We'll Do It Ourselves tape. Introduce yourself, bro. Let them know who you are and what you're up to, what you be doing, all that other shit.
Yeah, man. My name's Alexander Padei. I'm a music producer. I'm a recording artist. I call myself an all-in-one artist. So I learned how to produce so that I could make music, my own music. And this tape, Fuck It, We'll Do It Ourselves. We got 25 tracks, 18 artists, including myself, all from Boston. We got different styles, you know. We got some hard shit. We've got some R&B shit. We've got island shit. We got everything. And yeah, man, you know, it's that collaborative energy. You know what I mean? You know, we had a listening party. We had this cookout at my house. We're gonna have more of that shit coming up.
Wait. When was the cookout?
Oh, it was last Sunday.
Show.
Oh, my bad.
Show. You ain't told us about the cookout.
Oh, my bad. I got another one coming though. You guys are invited.
Oh
to the
yeah,
next
all
one.
right. I'm coming to that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm coming to that one.
We didn't get the invite for that shit. Matter of fact, NIC was the one was like, yo, you going over to Alex's barbecue? I was like, nigga,
Shit.
I ain't know.
Maybe I should go.
I was like, I ain't know.
I
ain't go from when he said Medford. I was like, you know what? I ain't even mad. He ain't tell us. I ain't even mad. He ain't tell us. You know what I'm saying? But how did you come up with the idea for this compilation tape though?
It's like the story of self-development, I guess.
Okay.
Because maybe like a year and a half ago, I was like, all right, I want to work with 30 different artists at least over the next year. And it wasn't really about, let me pull that down.
Yeah,
it wasn't really about like doing a mixtape at first. It was just like, this is what I want to do to get better at what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So over the course of that year, was working with artists. It was like 6 artists a week, every week. And eventually we got to like 9 out of the 25 songs. And I was like, okay, might as well make a tape. And the vision for that collaboration started to go beyond the music. It's like, okay, like let's make one video of all the songs now. And, you know, like let's start doing like a collaborative show. Let's do as much as we can to tie this story together. So it was really like, it was just like a natural progression. You know, it wasn't necessarily at first like I'm going to do this, but it just became that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how it kind of came to be.
Your sound, right?
No. Let him describe his sound first.
Okay, I was gonna get to that, but I bet do you think?
Yeah, because I want to hear from him. Because I don't want you to tell me his sound.
I wasn't telling him his sound.
I got a question about his sound. I want to
go ahead.
Go ahead.
His sound. Do your thing. No, take the picture, not the recorder.
I mean, I would say that like my sound, in many ways, is not even defined yet because my goal with this tape was more like an anthology than this is about me. So there's a lot of these other artists' sounds, but the thing about it is, I mean, some people have said I can still hear your sound despite you saying that, because the way that we made the music with each record was not, hey, here's a beat, I hope you like it. It was come into the studio, we're gonna start with 0, we're gonna make the beat together. I'll give you production credit as a result of that, and we'll make something that really fits for both of us. Okay. So that's why it's such a wide variety of sounds, because you know there's that 2-hour period where you haven't gotten to that head nod yet. You know, you haven't connected quite yet. You're trying, and it's probably the most uncomfortable part of the process. And I've been saying to people that 2-hour process with each session is kind of the story of this mixtape. You know what I mean? It's the reason for it. It's the point of it, because that's where the growth came, and that's where the connection and the creative trust came from.
Now, did you reach out to certain artists, or did certain artists reach out to you?
Well, near the end, some artists started reaching out to me because, you know, we started telling people about the tape. They're like, oh, I need to get on that. But in the beginning, you know, I was just going out to as many events as possible and meeting people one at a time. I think one of the first was YN Prop. One of the second was probably GI's. And, you know, I was connecting with Bedlam over at Killer Boombox, and he started inviting me to stuff.
Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon, big time.
And I was also doing events, like I was doing talks and things. So we had a series of DJ talks. We've done 2 of them. And I've done a number of other events with just other artists from the area and outside of the area, just talking about music business and music creativity. So artists were coming to that too, and DJs were coming to that too. And so over time, I just started inviting these guys to the studio, like during the networking portion after the event. And, you know, it gave me a window to be able to talk to them probably on like a level that most artists starting out really couldn't, because I had something legitimate like over here that allowed me to talk to them over there. It's like about the music. So it was a great thing to be able to sort of network and like meet these people about something else, and then bring them into the studio as a result of that.
What DJs are you in tune with in the city?
Right now, we got Papa Don. He's huge for me. I mean, he came in, he listened to the entire record before it came out. He's also one of the few co-production credits on the record. So I actually have a record with him that's not out at this moment because we're just putting some fine-tuning last-minute details into it, but it's coming out later next week.
Okay.
Kind of like as a bonus track, we'll call it that.
Word.
We also got Tone Terra. You know, I've been a DJ for 8 years, and when I started DJing clubs, he was one of the first people I met. When I was doing the whole nightlife thing, you know, I started a nightlife company, ran that for 2 years.
What was it called?
It's called The List. And the whole thing behind The List was nobody knew who The List was. So I just told people like, oh yeah, I'm like, you know, I just work for these random European dudes.
So wait, it was
with
just
a lot of money.
like club promoting?
Exactly. So I was in college at the time.
How much buns you got off of that?
A good amount.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Just making sure.
But I mean,
all the fake promoters. All the promoters. That's how they was getting their ass. Like, yo, pull up. You know, I'll make you a flyer.
Got you.
And you pull up, and there's like 10 other people with the same flyer as you, just different pictures.
Yep. But no, I mean that's like the beginning of my story in a way, because like I love DJing, always will. But that's how I got into clubs.
What was your favorite club?
My favorite club was what's now La Fabrica.
Was that
that's downtown.
It used to be called Naga.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it's Cambridge.
That's
Cambridge.
Cambridge?
Yeah.
My favorite club was
that's why.
Orchids.
What was it?
Club Orchids out there in Saugus.
I've never been.
What?
Fortunately.
Nah, I never been to Orchids.
Yeah, I live up in Medford, man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah. So
I
it's
know
a whole
what I'm talking about. It's a
yeah.
different area.
You remember Orchids, right? Yeah, Orchids. Yeah, it was that. It's Taboo. 360. You know,
Yeah.
all the clubs where everybody got killed at.
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
Yeah.
I used to cash my check out of there from Subway, go there and get $100 in ones and throw them off the stage for no reason. No bullshit. I remember them days, bro.
This nigga's stupid. Yeah, you don't need
Kyle,
to.
no.
You don't need to
Kyle,
go
no.
clubbing.
Yo,
You don't need to
listen.
club. You don't need
Listen,
to
when you were young and impressionable, listen, I was doing all that dumb shit, man.
You still young and impressionable.
Nah. I used to do that shit. Like, we used to cash our check, go to Who's On First, because Who's On First was hip-hop nights, but they play reggae at the end, and they play the R&B at the last, like, 10 minutes just to get you some ass. But
How'd you get Money Mav to actually rap?
wait, whoa. Don't be disrespectful.
I ain't
Shout out to
disrespectful.
Mav.
Shout out to Mav. I'm
Don't
just
disrespect my
Nah,
man
he's
like
been
that.
getting on his rap shit. I'm not. It's a question. I wasn't disrespecting him.
Yo.
Just getting him a rap. He did the little Patriots bullshit, and I was like,
See
hey,
what he
that's
does?
cool, my nigga.
Wait, Alex, you see it? The Lil Patriots.
That's how I talk. So if you take it how you want to take it, that's your business. I don't care.
I won't tell Mav.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mav.
He gonna
He
hit
the
us.
best.
Shout out
He
to
the best.
Mav.
No, but
he killed that
actually, it was. I found out through Bedlam. Actually, he called me. He's like, "Yo, there's this radio DJ who's trying to put together a music video, and he's looking for venues. So he's like, I think you should help him out because that could be a good relationship." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." So I actually found a venue, and some of the shots in the final video did end up on there from the venue I found, and I ended up actually like hosting like an after party. Which goes back to the promoting stuff. Like I learned how to throw parties and stuff. So, we came in with like alcohol and like food and stuff. So he came in with like his 10 fucking models or whatever.
Of course.
He always comes in with
Man,
10.
He does.
10 at least.
He walk in right.
He stays in
He's
a
awesome,
chick or
just right.
3.
But like, it's kind of crazy. I got to give him credit too, because maybe 3 of those people became artists that I also worked with.
Oh, that's dope.
So like Ashley Moore was there. His cousin, Bella Blair, is a really big artist in Jamaica. She's got hundreds of thousands of fans.
Oh, wow.
She's big. And I ended up making a record with her. She had like 3 days before she left. So we made a record called Changed Up on like Wednesday. Then we made the music video on Thursday, and she left on Friday.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You got money.
We grinded it.
You got money.
So, I mean, and then him as well. But we ended up getting to the studio. We had like a couple sessions. Actually, the record that he's on, DJ Reef and I co-produced. And you know, DJ Reef, Cousin Stiz's DJ.
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 different DJs on the same record.
Y'all actually
cool.
know Reef. I don't know if y'all know Benny. Y'all remember Benny from up the street, Harold Street? His little brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
No, but I didn't know if any of y'all knew that his little brother was Cousin Stiz's
It's a
DJ.
small world out here.
Yeah.
Everybody's-
I figured that out
everybody's
real quick.
Yeah,
real quick.
No, not that Reef. Not that Reef. R.I.P. Reef. That Reef died last year, but his little brother is Cousin Stiz's DJ.
Yeah, the Reef we're talking about is still alive.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah. No, his older brother.
How'd you get the beat for Warrior Blood? That's one of my favorite songs. Off of that. Yeah.
That's a good question. So like, I mean, the making that record, man, like, it was the most natural thing. AZA the Messenger, he's one of those like church guys. You know what I mean? Like he's a keyboardist. He's also a doctor. So he's actually at Yale right now doing residency, and he's also a rapper. And he and I met when I did a live show on a random roof deck. My boy was like, yeah, come through, like bring some artists, let's do something. So we did a show for like 20 people, and it was him, myself, and a third artist. And literally there's this record called Thought About It on the tape now that I'd finished, and I'd put like a sample on the bridge that I kind of liked, but he started rapping live, just like immediately a full 16-bar thing, and I was like, yo, that shit is sick. I need you on this record.
Yeah, he's hard. He's
fucking hard. His voice is amazing. My girlfriend keeps on telling me how much she loves his voice. I'm like, yo, you gotta chill out.
Yo, slow down, shorty.
slow down.
Slow down, yo.
No, but no, he's amazing, and he's the one who does the organ on the record. So you know, again, co-producing that shit, putting it together. He's amazing.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that record, the energy of it, it's probably my favorite energy. A lot of people don't get it. You know, that's not the record that's gonna be like the, I don't know, like the top 40 single, but like the energy of it's just right.
You can work out to that joint. That's
you can, yeah. I feel you.
Workout started off.
100%.
I was surprised at Ocho's bars too.
Why?
Because Ocho has a certain type of flow, and he actually brought his A game with this one. Was like, okay, let me get on my pen and pad, and brought it up. So
Are there any artists in the city or around the city that you want to work with though, that you haven't?
That's a good question. Actually, Wiz Dakota, I was just thinking about reaching out to him about a track.
You should.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that we have me and Bella Blair. We have another track that we just put together, and I was thinking about him for a verse on that. I think he'd be perfect.
Him and his Alejandro Blanco, they released their project. Alejandro Blanco and who was it? Smash Brothers?
Smash Brothers, yeah.
Smash Brothers. I just had Smash Brothers in the studio. We made a couple beats together. I love their energy. They're very like genuine guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're cool ass dudes.
I also I went to their recent party in Cambridge. And I didn't even get in because I had to go pick up my girl. But I got there, right? No, it's funny because like I got there and I was like, yo, I've never seen this many just like beautiful black women on one line. Like it was a line of black women, and I was just in heaven. It was crazy. But I saw who was it? Michael Crispus. I ran into Michael Crispus in line. I was like, oh man, like I've been listening to your stuff. I love what you do. He's another one. But because I couldn't go, I handed him the 20. I was like, give this to the bartender so I can show support for the event. And I had to bounce.
You just walking around with random 20s in your pocket?
Well, I knew that the cover was like 15 or 20, so I had that for the event.
Okay.
But yeah, he's another one that I want to work with for sure. And like, I've got a lot of records coming up with artists that are not on this tape too. We actually have like an album's worth, maybe 2 albums worth of other music. Because again, it's been like 6-7 days a week.
See, now I'm interested in hearing it because I was just like, all these artists, but not the other ones, like Grime Gert. I don't hear none of that. No Prano, no Dutch Rebel, no Cake Swag, who Show loves.
All right, so 2 out of the artists that you just mentioned, I already have records with.
Okay, all right.
So I think you're gonna be very happy.
I'm humbled. I'm humbled.
No, but like I think the important thing for me to say about this is like this is the very, very beginning. It's the very beginning. I spent like 8 years figuring out the production side of things so that I could work with anybody I wanted to work with whenever I wanted to work with them. And this is the first time I'm coming out and saying like, this is what I do. This is who I am. And so, like, all these artists you're talking about, absolutely. Like, I really want to work with them. And these were it was kind of like the first 18 artists that I got my hands on almost.
So it's like the warm-up tape.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I need my coins if you call it that, just so you know.
He's so stupid, yo.
So there's a lot more to come for sure.
How does this tape separate you from you yourself being an artist? Because I've listened to you just by yourself, and your sound is more of a world pop type of sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I like I said, when I was
you
listening
could play
to
his
tape,
music in Dubai?
Yeah. Like when I was listening to when you sent this tape over and everything, I had to take my mind off the hood shit that I'm used to. I had like, all right, cool. This is not the bop. I had to like, all right, cool. Let me go listen to his own shit, and then get the understanding of where he's coming from. So now with your shit, how did you separate your sound to be able to mesh with their sounds?
It's a good question. This whole process has been like one of constantly trying to like humble myself with every side of things, It's like, okay, do I need to have 2 verses on this track, right? Or even do I need to be full front just in general with every single track? Notice, I don't know if you've seen the music video, the mixtape video. That shit's out now.
What's it called?
Fuck It, We'll Do It Ourselves official mixtape video.
Yeah, everybody's in that shit.
Oh, the one with Red Shaydez and all them?
Yeah. So, that's 14 of the tracks, and I deliberately chose to minimize how much I showed up in the project.
You didn't want to be a DJ Khaled.
Yeah, well, more so like...
You want the focus to be on them.
Because if you thought about like the way this music was made, it's like DJ Khaled if he had a verse on every song and he actually made the beats. Which this is not me shitting on DJ Khaled. I love the fact that his head is so high up in the clouds from a creative standpoint that he's able to put together something with that much star power. Like that is an achievement in of itself.
Facts.
And I also happen to know that he's an amazing DJ, underground DJ from Miami, and he's made plenty of fucking beats. So he doesn't have anything to prove, you know what I mean? But from that perspective, from that angle, the goal of this again, like it was to showcase the artists. I know that my time will come. It can come anytime that I want it to. But I'm trying to really like combine. I'm trying to bring as much community as I can because I know like I'm a newcomer here and I have to do my part as I come in. In terms of the sound and the difference between the sound, it's as I said, like I'm really flexible about my sound, and I kind of just take in whatever inspiration I feel at any given time, and I almost consider each of these songs to be part of my sound because of that. You know what I mean? With that said, I do think that when I'm alone, when there's nobody else in the room, I tend to go into a darker R&B direction. I tend to listen to like Division, Chris Brown. Let me think, who else?
Party Next Door.
Party Next Door for sure. Come Through and Chill. That's my jam.
Which party though? Fat party or skinny party? It's a difference. Y'all laughing like that shit ain't real.
Hold on. Have y'all ever heard any of his own music before? You mind if I play something from yours real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You cool if I play Emotions?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one you get your feet tickled to?
This nigga wild.
I ain't never letting that die now.
Never letting that shit
what? I just learned that shit?
I didn't realize that shit was up. I can pull it. I have my shit.
Yeah. There you go.
You got the aux?
Got you. So this is just to let y'all know what his sound is. Also for the listeners, we got our little crowd in front of us getting us used to this shit. But yeah, so this is one of his tracks, just so y'all know what his personal sound is like. And then we'll get back to it real quick when you're ready.
You don't want to play no unreleased stuff.
I can play some unreleased stuff.
Nah, he got some good unreleased shit too. Yeah. I'm on his little email list. I be getting on my shit.
Oh yeah. You got the.
I be getting on this shit like, oh, this is nice.
Now I understand.
Gotta stay in tune.
Yo, just give me a sec. I still don't know how to use my phone. Goddamn.
It's a Samsung.
It is.
You need an Apple, man.
I see your point.
Apple, man. Slide up. You got right there.
You gotta go to
Boom.
your own shit. Like, oh shit.
Don't do that.
This shit.
Don't do that.
Just saying, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Apple easy, man.
Oh shit.
All right, so I'm playing some of that R&B shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of that.
So y'all understand like where he's coming from.
There we go.
Yeah, turn that shit all the way around. I can hear it.
Probably hear the Division in that shit already.
if you want to. First you need to know. Need to trust you, yeah. When we deeper, yeah. First I need to know. You said we should take it slow. Yeah, you know I'm about it. Feel hate for ages. I'll let you get to know.
Soundboard.
I fuck with. Listen, I didn't want to interrupt it today. This is pleasant.
Some of it complicated, but right now we gotta take it.
So if y'all shorties upset or something, get her right with this shit. Baby, I'm sorry.
Starts right there at work.
Yo, hell yeah. Get the candles lit, you know what I mean?
Tickle her feet a little bit.
Yeah, low sign.
Come here, baby. Let me make you smile real quick.
Damn.
Come here, baby. Come on, girl. I know you want to smile.
He's closed-minded, you know what I'm saying? He's closed-minded.
Oh.
Like ankles and above, man.
Yeah, like
just stay away.
Like you go to my feet, I might kick you in the face by accident.
Hell yeah.
I like it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Samsung did something good today.
So where did you get that, like, when did you make that decision actually to, like, this is the sound that you're gonna work on and develop for yourself, coming up as a producer and an artist in the beginning?
Oh man.
Wait, when did you become a producer?
Like 8 years ago. So it's been an even longer journey than just like, okay, R&B, because I actually started in electronic dance music.
Yeah.
That's as far away from where I am
Electronic
now as
dance.
it could possibly be. EDM.
And all that.
When I started DJing, I was like listening to like Avicii and fucking like bro music, this and that, all that stuff. And like Swedish House Mafia, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because I almost discovered hip hop by accident, because I was opening for Clinton Sparks, the producer, who's actually from Boston himself.
Yep.
And they're like, all right, no, you can't play any of that shit. So, like, we don't want that.
Not for Clinton Sparks, nah.
Actually, this is the only time a club has asked me to play hip hop in Boston ever. Because clubs are so goddamn racist.
Yeah. So I was trying to tell
like it literally takes Clinton Sparks to say, play some hip hop.
They only want to hear it from a white face.
It's very hard. Like when you go clubbing and stuff,
Yeah.
the hip hop is like maybe a minute and a half long, and then they switch it up to that techno EDM beat just to get everybody else in the group. But the black people in the room, we're sitting there like this. What just happened? And
not even just the black people, like everybody.
True.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, except for like the Asian expats who spend all the money. That's literally it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody else be like, yo, why are we listening to fucking Transformers having sex on
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like we don't need this shit anymore.
Nah.
So
Give us our trap shit.
But you know, like I literally like I took like the top 100 tracks on like Rap Caviar at the time or something, and then started just like exploring them as a DJ.
What year?
Fuck man, that's.
I want to ask what the top 100
like,
was.
What is this year? It's like 2019.
Yeah.
It was like 2013.
Oh, that's
what was popping in 2013?
That's a lot. That's a
no.
The lot was definitely popping.
Go ahead, y'all keep going. I'm about to look right now.
Look it up. Do your homework.
But 2013, 2014, something like that, and yeah, man, like. I just like never went back, you know what I mean? And I had a really weird like upbringing musically. Like I wasn't listening to top 40. I wasn't listening to like R&B in the late 90s. I wasn't listening to that sort of stuff because I was playing like the cello and shit. Seriously, like it's no joke. So like I was doing that, and I was listening to like jazz and all this other shit, which you know it's fun. It's foundational, you know what I mean? Like it helps for later on. So. But my point is that I sort of consider myself a guest in everything that I do now because I'm coming in kind of trying to say, okay, like I don't know everything about this genre. I don't know everything about this culture. I don't know everything about anything really. So I'm just going to try to learn. And again, that goes back to the point of the mixtape. Yeah. It's like I want to learn about your style because I know it's going to make me better. I hope it makes you better as well. And I think that's why the project from a musical standpoint
Where you from?
Successful. I'm from Boston.
So how did you not hear hip hop music or like even like really get embedded?
What part of Boston?
Yeah.
So I went to like I was on some private school shit.
Okay.
It's part of the reason why.
Okay. Metco?
You know what I mean? It was called Exeter.
Okay.
So I always say like,
Where's that?
Even as it's in New Hampshire.
Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely wasn't.
By the way,
Yeah, yeah,
2013 was trash for music. It's fucking
his definition.
Bound to, Crooked Smile, Macklemore, Drake. Hold
Oh yeah, there was some Macklemore.
Holy
going on.
Grail.
Definitely Macklemore.
Trash.
It was trash shit.
Trash.
Trash.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But he said no. You heard what Show said.
I'm gonna say for you.
It was like the
definitely-
year
You
of
like- you like those?
white light skinned
2013
people
was
trying to
trash
do
shit.
hip hop.
You liked it? I didn't like that year. 2013.
I didn't have any
Bound to,
context.
Holy
That's the thing.
Grail,
Yeah, Holy Grail.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
I didn't like that year. 2013. Eminem, Berserk,
Versace.
Oh shit, Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk.
I actually did like
the
Berserk.
Monster.
Kid Ink. Like
Started from the
Oh,
bottom.
hold on. Don't disrespect Kid Ink. Don't disrespect Kid Ink. Don't do it.
Kendrick
Don't
only
disrespect-
had a song with Drake called Poetic Justice. That was it.
Oh, that's
That was
back in
it.
the
But
day,
that
yeah.
was a soft year though. There was nothing hard out that year
But that's well. Are you comparing it from now, from back then, or now?
compared to other years in general. You know what I mean? Like 2013 wasn't a great year.
But way
Yeah.
better years in 2013.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
Okay.
Can I get my props on that?
My
one?
hands up. My hands up. Y'all
Can I get my
got
props
that?
on that?
I'm your sidekick.
I appreciate that, King.
I got
Appreciate
you.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all been saying I'm wrong a lot. You know, fuck, shit.
All right. So New Hampshire. You went to school in New Hampshire.
Went to school in New
Oh.
Hampshire and then came back and like everything was kind of new.
What'd you learn in New Hampshire?
What did I learn in New Hampshire?
Yeah. Because I know there's something out there that you've seen. You're like, damn, what the fuck?
That I don't want to live in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
No, I mean like, and it was one of those schools where like, you got to get back home by like 8:30.
It gets
It
dark
was a
up there
boarding
quick.
school. It was like a boarding school and shit, right? So I was like from 14 to 17. I was over there. Come back. I went to Harvard for college. And fucking, that was like the first time that I was really living in the city.
I totally understand why you're saying you didn't understand the hip hop culture.
Yeah, nah, he
Yeah.
was.
Totally get it.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Totally
Makes
get
sense.
it.
Makes sense.
So that's why I consider myself a guest, right? Like, I don't know what I like and don't like, really.
You're still learning.
I'm still learning.
Still going
Still
through
got
it.
to figure it out,
Yeah.
right? But I like to synthesize. I like to try new things out and then bring it into the style, see what happens. Because like my goal is not, just to be like this type of artist or that type of artist. It's more so like to discover new shit.
Yeah.
Just through my process, to discover new sounds, to discover new like ways of creating stuff, and to combine things together. You know what I mean? So
Listen,
that's what it is.
I personally want them to ask you questions because I don't want to bombard you personally.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Y'all got anything? Y'all want?
I would let O, because I know O had a question in regards to music in the city because he knows a lot, just like I do. You got
good?
questions, nigga. Stop lying. Don't be scared now. As soon as the camera and stuff come on.
When you
German, Jamaican.
Oh shit.
Nice. Okay.
Hey, you get mad play from the ladies. Yeah, I was trying to figure out too,
I
but
get Cape Verdean a lot. I get Indian sometimes.
it's the
too.
beard.
The Indian definitely I can see why they said the Indian.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
Sri Lankan. I get that.
I thought Indian.
I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
I thought Indian or Pakistani.
Pakistani.
A
I've
little
gotten
bit.
that. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
gotten that. Yeah.
I respect it.
What was
Shout
that?
out Muslim culture though.
Facts. We want no smoke.
No smoke.
All right, what was the first instance in black culture where you was like, all right, this is weird, or like, I don't. What's the first thing you didn't get?
What?
The first thing I didn't get.
You said how you said you're a guest in black culture and hip
Yeah.
hop. What was the first thing that you seen that you didn't understand, like you didn't get?
It's a good question.
Like that he can't relate to?
That I didn't understand that I had to
Yeah.
learn. You mean that I had to learn? It's weird. So like, I have to like sort of tell a little story like leading up to it. So like my mom is a single mom. She's white. Up till like age 7, it was me and her, and then she met my my stepdad, who is Nigerian.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up in that. So I grew up in that like that culture of we're gonna have a cookout every weekend. We're gonna eat like all the food is it's just like the red stuff, the green stuff, and the white stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of those. You already know how it is.
I know what you're doing. I know.
Wait. So
like
did you,
families.
Did you have jollof rice?
I did. Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, it's great.
Because this bitch motherfucker never brought me none yet. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring you some next time.
See, Harvard. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that, man. Shows like, yo, I'll bring you some. It's been years.
I'll bring it to the cookout.
Been
When you have
years.
the cookout. I'll bring it to the cookout.
bring it.
Years.
I'll bring it
Jerk
to the
chicken
cookout.
too.
Oh, jerk chicken all
You
day.
gotta bring the jerk chicken.
Yeah, you
too.
got to. Oh, no, the fried chicken. I'll bring the fried chicken, bro.
Even better.
You already
Even
know.
better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Get it together.
No, man. So like, It's weird because I got the African side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got like the middle class. Like my grandparents are from Pennsylvania. They probably voted for Trump. Not sure. But like I've got that side of things too, and then I've got that sort of like white, like liberal, like went to this boarding school, went to this college kind of thing as well, and basically like, it's like trying to communicate differently, you know, looking at like not trying to like not, what am I trying to say? Not impress all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that was a big thing for me, was just like, you know, just fucking chill. Just
Especially
relax.
with that, with the culture of in your household, I can understand why you
Yeah,
say
man,
that shit.
yeah.
It's always about impressing. It's always about
Yeah.
being on point and just showing off all the time.
And you know, like immigrant black culture is different from like American black culture for sure. You know,
They don't
what I
hear
mean?
you though. They don't hear. They don't know that.
He's saying that for me.
I be trying to tell these niggas all the time. Like, it's pressure. It's constant pressure.
What's the pressure?
The pressure is to like get to the top.
Always
to get to the top, right? And
can never be number 2.
And there's always like a new thing that you have to get to. So it's like you got into this boarding school, but now you have to get into Harvard. It's like you got into Harvard, now you have to like get this banking job or whatever.
Yeah.
And
so it's
like,
you're never good
never
enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can feel that way. And so that's why I kind of say like I had to learn to just fucking chill. You know what I mean? Like just relax.
You know, it's funny that you
Enjoy.
saying that now. I used to think like that too. Like, nah, I'm just gonna chill. But now that we're in this little environment, that we're this little.
It's Lil, nah, nigga, nah, Lil Tickle, Lil Toe Tickle. That's what this episode's called. Lil Toe Tickle.
Wearing your little hat.
Word, word, just Lil everything, nigga.
You got your little microphone. You got
in this culture, in this culture that we're in now, my whole mentality is now falling back on my cultural upbringing of I got to be top notch in everything. So that's my goal now. Like, I got to be the shit in everything that I do, and all the pressure that my parents put on me growing up that I fell back from, I'm not putting on myself.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like as an adult, it works.
Yeah.
As a kid, doesn't work as much because you're trying to have fun. You're trying to realize things. But now I know for you also, you're like, when I'm producing, when you're writing, you like the pressure's on to get it right.
That's true, man. It's almost like a race.
Yeah.
And that's the way that I approach each session. It's like, you know, I've got 5 hours. And like, one thing that did kick off this mixtape was I was doing one of those interviews with an artist. The artist was named Laid Back Luke. He's this like big producer guy. He's Dutch. And he actually asked the whole room, he's like, all right, so like, how many of you guys can how long does it take you guys to make a song? Like, how many of you can do it in a week? And like, nobody raised their hand. And he's like, okay, how about 3 days? Nobody. How about a day? Nobody. And he went in the other direction. He's like, okay, 2 weeks, few people, 4 weeks, most of the room. And then he goes, it takes me on average 4 or 5 hours to finish a record.
That's crazy.
And if you aren't doing that, then you aren't ready. And that's it. So that became a total obsession for me. Absolute fucking obsession. Like, I was like, okay, I got to go faster, got to get faster. And it was like everything that didn't relate to that didn't matter. You know, I'm not going to obsess for 5 hours over one line in the song. Like, I'm not going to obsess over, you know, this little detail over here. It's like, make a full record, get it done. How far can you go in 5 hours? And so that development, you know, it's kind of like building your level of creative, your sphere of creative influence, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like, how far can you go before you hit the edge of your comfort zone kind of thing. And that's been a huge source of growth for me. But I think that the difference between that and like maybe average like immigrant culture when you're a kid with your parents is like they're telling you to do what they think is best for you. But now you're creating a very specific, unique sphere of influence that actually matches what you want to do. So now you feel more comfortable pushing yourself because it's on your own terms.
It's on your
you know
own
what
terms,
I mean?
yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Actually, I got a quick
Go ahead.
question.
Word.
I just wanted to know how artists can
Let them know who's talking. AP Black.
Oh yeah, this is AP Black. I am an artist.
Shout out AP.
I gotta go, but
okay.
I gotta go get my kid. Shout out to my ex. You know how that goes. And I just wanted to know, how do artists reach you? And when you interact with an artist or hear their music, what do you look for to know that you want to work with them?
It's a good question. I think it's just like openness is what I'm looking for. And like, you know, there's a lot of things that come outside of music too that I've started to look for because I look for it in myself. You know, I handle all of my business. You know, I handle the marketing. Like I spent years learning how to do video work and how to edit and how to do the simple shit that you guys probably have to do. You know, make sure the shit's on Dropbox, it's shareable, make sure the files are taken care of. Like there's all these little things that seem impossible the first time you try it. But overall, you know, you're either like willing to be uncomfortable and do shit that's necessary or not.
Yep.
And it's with every single thing you do. So part of the reason why I'm where I am right now is because over the last 8 years or so, it's just been like, okay, try this out, try that out. Whether it be like the music, writing, whether it be the producing angle, the video angle, the marketing. Like I've learned graphic design and shit. And it's not a matter of, okay, I have to do everything myself. It's just a matter of I need to be able to if necessary.
Yeah.
And then if I know how to do all those things if necessary, then I'm able to communicate with other people that are able to do it better than I can.
You have a better understanding what you're asking for.
Yeah. And that's the DJ Khaled mentality. He knows how to leverage creative talent. And that's why I respect him to fucking death. He knows how to put together an overall vision that looks dope, sounds dope. And you can hate on the particular style and, oh, he didn't write the beats or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you know, that nigga don't even have time to make beats.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
he's
literally there, like, my time is so valuable that I'm going to have other people do that shit. I'm going to give them a piece of the pie, and I'm going to move on, and that's it. So I look for that perspective. I look for that angle, the openness to learn like that. And I also look for opportunities for me to learn. You know, I want to work with people who are better than me. And each one of the artists on this project, they are better than me at something. You know, they're definitely better than me at something.
That's dope.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who's it harder to play music for, men or women?
Harder to play music for?
Mm-hmm. Like, yo, let me let you hear something. Like, you got to tell a woman or a guy, yo, I'm a producer and I make my own music and I'm an artist myself. Let me play you something.
You mean like who makes me more nervous?
Yeah.
That's a good question, man.
I would think it's women.
I would think so.
No?
Because I would. Yeah, I would think so. Probably women. I haven't thought of it. I mean, it's for me. It's more so like if it's somebody that I respect in terms of taste. You know what I mean?
Just a little respect.
Yeah, like if I know that there's somebody who's really invested time into their taste, into their musical taste, whether they be like a manager or just a super fan or whatever, then I get much more nervous about it. And it's the same thing with DJing too. You know, it's way easier for me to play like a Beyonce record than it is for me to play my own record because the stakes are higher.
Way higher.
Way higher.
Yeah.
So if, you know.
How do you follow up Beyonce?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
like,
Because you know that Beyonce's up. But you also don't care. Like, I don't care if you don't like a Beyonce record. I don't give a shit.
True.
Well, you got to depend. It depends on the
Beyonce.
demographic of the audience also, though. Like, you can't just play Beyonce for a room full of niggas. I don't want to hear that, personally.
But I see, that's the thing is, like, as a DJ, my perspective and my goal is always to play to that crowd. Like, I don't give a shit because, again, like, I consider myself a guest in every genre. I don't identify as, like, you know, this is who I am right here, this genre right here. So,
Jack of all trades.
You know, it's more important to me to hear, hey, that crowd was rocking the entire time than like I don't, you know, if you tell me that I didn't do that, then there's a problem. And it's a problem that I want to and probably can fix. So again, you know, with this mixtape, it's more so if people come away from this mixtape saying you accentuated what these artists do and it was the best I've ever heard them sound and, you know, I could really hear their voice in this music, then it was a success for me. And I don't really care if, oh, well, you know, I like this style of music and you didn't make that. It's like, okay, fine, whatever.
And so,
right,
you know, I had a quick question.
Yeah.
So
Who's talking? Who's talking? Let me know who's talking.
It's Nightlife K. All right. So
the one and only. The one and only.
So hey, I just had a real quick question, right?
You see that, Buddha?
So seeing that you hear all different, you know, sounds and music and everything, who was your top 3 musical influences? And
Kanye,
why?
Drake, and DJ Khaled.
But why though?
Because of the process, I'd say. So it's not so much like, oh, you know, I like Drake's soft shit or I like his hard shit, or, you know, I like the particular sound, because there's so many sounds. Like, those are all artists who have very different sounds. They transform themselves. And I think that in of itself is kind of the point. You know, the story of Kanye, you know, jumping on a fucking conference room table and rapping in front of a bunch of, you know, music execs.
But it was embedded in Bobby Shmurda.
Right? I mean, that's exactly. And, like, actually, another one would be Steve Stout. He's not even an artist.
Right.
but he's one of my biggest influences, and there's a reason why like I took it upon myself to create this one music video, 25 minutes long, with like 14 different songs on it.
Shit's
right?
crazy.
You know, like it's because I wanted to do something new and I wanted to do something that spoke to the community, right? I mean, there's literally, it's like, you know, me DJing interspersed with like the actual scene as if it's a DJ performing live while this video is going on. It's the first visual DJ mix.
Yeah.
And that's a combination of all these different things that I've been doing, DJing, producing. It's like I created the DJ mix, you know, I produced the music itself. I'm on all the music rather. And then I edited and directed the video. And like, I want to be able to handle that large sphere of influence so I can create culture. Like that's the point of it. And I look at like a Kanye, I look at a Steve Stout that way. You know, that's what he adds to the culture. He's able to combine marketing and music. You take a Kanye, he's able to combine producing and rapping. And then later on, you know, a sense of fashion and style and shit that goes beyond the music. DJ Khaled, same thing. He understands all these different spheres of influence. And Drake, you know, some might call him like a culture vulture or whatever the fuck they're calling him nowadays. But like he has transformed his sound over and over and over again.
Over and over again.
And I still see the story. Like I see what connects all those different sounds. And you know, he's the head of a large team of people that go from like visual artists to producers like 40 and so on and so forth, who keep him on the right track. And he knows, I'm sure he knows what his, I've heard 40 say, for instance, oh, you know, like when he's rapping in the studio, like sometimes he's offbeat and shit, which kind of shocked me, but I was like, oh, like that makes sense. So 40 is able to keep him on the right track and say, no, like, you know,
turn it this way,
whatever.
I actually just learned that Drake, when they're producing, they take away his breaths. So
they do, yeah.
It seems.
Is that the Complex video?
Yeah, I think it's
no, the songwriting thing.
The song, yeah, it's one of where I saw it from. But when we hear Drake rap, if you notice, if you pay attention to it, you don't hear him take a breath.
There's a plug-in for that.
Yeah,
he just flows. Yeah,
that shit's crazy. I didn't realize.
I did pay attention to somebody before. I can't remember who did that shit.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. No wonder he sounds so smooth and seamless throughout the whole song.
Yeah, and he like raps off the beat. You know, he's not coming in on the one. He's coming in on two or on the 7 or whatever.
Yeah. Dang, where did I hear that shit? Where did I say that shit from?
I think I know the video you're talking about.
Right?
He's like this German dude who like who goes through different artists. Like he did a video on songwriting for like fucking Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
one for The Weeknd, one for Drake.
Yeah. You were doing before when we first met over at Phoenix Downs or whatever.
Yeah.
You were talking to me about how you were doing this interview process with interviewing artists and you were walking with them. Explain a little bit about that. Are you still doing that, by the way?
All the interviews and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, as part of that.
Because you were using Facebook for that.
Yeah. So like part of the experience of this whole tape is that I interviewed, we didn't get all of them done, but we did maybe like 12.
Okay.
I want to say. 30-minute interview of each of these artists, just talking to them about like their experience on the tape, but also what their creative style is, what they like to talk about, what inspires them in their creativity and stuff. Okay. We actually looped some of that into the mixtape video too. So like there's pieces of the interviews in that video over like, so like we take away the vocal in one part of the song and have the instrumental. And then over that, you have the interview playing with some background footage because we took a lot of BTS of the whole experience. And we also have a show called The Cold Call where we bring an artist into the studio and we make a record from scratch in 5 hours or less.
Okay.
And that, you know, we do it on camera basically.
Okay.
And then we put out the song with... Great to meet you, man. Until next time. We put out the track. Shout out to AP.
Yeah, we do this all the time.
We're so hood,
We do this. We love all that.
We're so reckless, yo.
But yeah, no, so like, you know, we put out the song with that content. And again, it's like telling the story because to an extent, it's like, do I know what my story is? Maybe not. But I can document myself figuring that out and like help out some of these other artists along the way. And that's how you build that fucking pyramid of influence, right? You know, the base is all these other people's stories, and you start to synthesize that. You start to figure out what it is that you really want to do. And I'm sure that someday I'll have a very specific sound. You know, it's coming, right? But for now, it's like I'm figuring it out, and I'm just showing you guys how I'm figuring it out. That's it.
That's dope, man. Anything else you got, Sam?
Listen. He answered all of my questions.
You're getting used to. You said you're obviously kind of new to the Boston scene. What have you noticed about the artists here that you're like, okay, I know who I can work with and who will be good with my sound, and I can mesh it with a little bit of theirs. Who do you think now with all the up and coming? I know you got the Red Shaydez, you got the Ochos and all of that, but who else have you noticed that's like, okay, I definitely want to reach out to them, but not right now?
Because why? Because they're like bigger than me, or am I not ready, or
either
or just people that are on my mind.
Yeah, they're on your mind. Like, okay, cool. I definitely want to get in the studio with them, but I want to find some things. Maybe not on their end, but more of your own end.
Oh, that's a good question, man. God damn. Y'all putting pressure on me right now.
Hey,
Pressure.
man.
Pressure.
You just dropped 25 songs.
That's true. That's true.
Better turn that shit into a diamond.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to answer because when I meet somebody, I generally hit them up immediately. They're like, why did I do the cookout, for instance? Because I knew that I'd meet a bunch of artists that would be invited.
Just so y'all know,
what I mean?
he turned that cookout into part of the video too. Right?
There's 3 music videos that we made at that cookout. Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, Show didn't tell me about it though.
I
So
didn't know until
I couldn't get none of the delicious
bad.
food and shit.
It's my bad. It's my fault.
I didn't know.
Now y'all are invited to the next one for sure, 100%. But like,
See the pressure?
I see that
Yeah,
pressure.
exactly.
See the pressure is hot, nigga.
It's going. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty like relaxed about it because for me, again, if I was able to meet this many people
At a cookout?
at just a cookout or at the few events I've been to, it's like I'm just trying to stay open. Whenever I get invited to an event, I try to go.
Yeah.
Unless I'm absolutely not able to make it because I already got something. I'm going to Maverick's thing today, and there's 8 DJs there.
Yeah,
I'm
Sam's
DJing
going.
at that thing today.
dope.
Oh, you guys are going?
Sam's
Oh,
going.
hell
I
yeah.
gotta go home.
I'll be there.
I got a family.
And it's like I'm sure I'm going to meet some new people, and I'll have some new answers for you on that end, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I there's some names on there that like I want to say.
Don't say
I'd
no
like
names.
to work with them.
Don't say no
but
names.
I've already worked with them since I made the tape, so it's hard. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If you'd asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have had some answers, but those answers have already been locked up. But yeah, man, like there's a lot of people who are real. They're up and coming. You know, they do great shit, and I think for me, being able to sort of fit them together in some cool ways that people haven't heard them before, you know, whether putting a rapper and this R&B singer together, or just creating a beat that they've always wanted to work on, but they never like found the right producer for it or whatever. Being flexible, what it means is that I don't really have to say to myself, oh, like I wish I could work this person, because I already, like shockingly, I already have something in this mixtape, for instance, that lets me go up to them and say, hey, like we should work together. And they usually say yes.
I actually like the fact that your sound challenges the artist to step out of their little comfort zone. Like I feel like somebody like a Cake Swag would have to figure out the pocket to be able to enter into that world pop kind of sound. You know what I'm saying? But I think that she'd be able to do it. Just she have to train herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, because her freestyles and her song, the way that she raps and everything, it's not something that is used. It's what like is normal out here now. Her sound and
it's a really cool fucking sound.
Yeah,
her flow's crazy.
Her who was it? I was telling you about Vanni. Now that's somebody I think would be dope.
Yeah,
sound like
I like
yours.
Vanni.
Yeah, because he has a reach that most guys can't reach.
Yeah,
Alejandro Blanco too. He would be good. I think he'd be good.
Who you think's better, Alejandro or Vanni?
Oh, nah, don't do that to me, bro.
Vanni.
Don't do that to me.
I'm gonna go Vanni.
In what sense? In what sense?
Vanni can sing his ass off. He can produce his own shit. I was playing a song in the car with O yesterday, I think, where he had his kids talking and singing on the hook.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
like that shit's crazy. Impressive to me, dog. Like, and he shows that it's cool to be a father. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's Vanni.
I love guys like that. Actually, another one's Radar. Have you heard of him? Radar.
No, I haven't heard of Radar. No.
Yeah, check him out. I mean, he's been on the down low, but like his ability,
down low musically.
His ability musically.
All right, just making sure because it's an urban podcast. So
his ability.
I knew you were gonna say that too.
When you say
I knew you were gonna say that.
You right, you found it right.
When you say DL, you gotta let him know what it is.
My eyes open. I was looking.
Stupid as shit.
Like, damn, you put your man's business out there like that. That's kind of fucked up. All right, I respect it.
His abilities musically,
that's dope.
Is absolutely crazy. You know, he's kind of like me. You know, he's producing and he's writing. And you know, I was in like a session with him where he was doing something similar, right? Like he just had 10, 20 rappers in the same day.
Damn.
Right? And it's just like, okay, you write something, bring it in, you know, and we'll make whatever we make.
Good question now. You said that you were new to the urban scene, like the hip hop scene, right? You being in the studio and you seeing 10, 20 rappers in there. Was that different for you?
Actually, yeah, it was.
How'd it feel?
It was interesting because and this was actually at Radar session. Came in and I was kind of like, I don't know at first how to connect, because they obviously have something going on. I'm coming into it. And at some point, somebody was like, "Oh, we should get like a female vocal on the top here, like for the hook." And then I was like, "Yeah, you should do like a hoo." Like I started just singing something, and there was like,
and they all laughed.
And they're like, "Yo, wait, do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Really?" Like he's like, "Yeah, go in there, fucking just do." And so I just like sang like whatever. It was just a bunch of like little licks and hooks and stuff. And I came out, and everyone was like, "Yo, fucking yo, that's crazy." You know, like everybody in the room, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." Like. Because I brought in like a thing of fucking Henny, like as like a housewarming gift and shit.
Oh, you came
like,
prepared then.
I was trying to, but I was like, I didn't even need to do that. Like I just needed to like do what I do.
Just be yourself.
Because these are all guys who are here to make music, and that's it, and that's the culture.
That's it.
And that was actually a huge moment for me because that was right around when I was really getting serious about the cold call and thinking, you know, how do I bring more of that community culture in? And I was like, wait. You know, I got to do stuff like this. It's the open studio session.
Yeah.
And the open studio session has now become the core of what I do, basically. You know, it's like the goal. It's the destination almost, because that's how music is made. You know, that's where the culture is literally made. That's where we're telling these stories and shit. So, you know, for instance, when I had that cookout, you know, that cookout was supposed to go from 4 to 8 p.m. and the last people left at 6 in.
Jesus.
Because
energy was good.
So like so people came through. Some people had to leave at 8 or whatever. Some people had to leave at 11. But what I knew was going to happen is there's going to be like somewhere between 3 to 6 people who stay to do a studio session after. And that was the destination. The people who stayed, those are the people I'm going to fuck with the most, right?
True.
Because it's like those are the people who wanted to do some work. Those are the people who wanted to take what just happened, that energy, and turn it into something that we can share later on. And we made a fucking dope R&B record. It was crazy. We got 4 artists on that shit.
That's dope.
I ain't gonna lie, you invited to the cookout. I fuck with you.
Yeah, nah, he's good, man.
I was trying to see your vibe. I was like, let me see.
I told him I was like, yo, we gotta have Alex on, and he's dropping the 25.
Oh, I was listening to all his stuff, and I was looking up all his work with yesterday. But it was just like, it's one thing to like look up things on people, but it's another to hear their perspective and to hear them engage in conversation and hold a conversation, which is totally different. So.
How'd you get in contact with like Eva Davenport and all of them? Because I never heard them until I saw your tape.
Good question.
You did actually.
I did?
You did before.
Where?
Before. I can't remember what project we listened to, but Eva was definitely on there. I want to say we listened to something with Amanda Shea. No bullshit.
Probably.
We were playing something in here, and she was on there.
And she's Amanda Shea. She's Red Shaydez manager too, right?
Is she Red Shaydez?
Or am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure about her manager, but I know
she manages somebody. I know Amanda Shea does manage.
She manages a lot.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I just met her recently too.
But, Amanda Shea?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a dope soul.
Yeah. You should try and get on BAMS Fest next year. That'll be lit.
But the way I met
she was
her,
on BAM Fest.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh yeah.
Try to get him on BAM Fest.
You should definitely.
I'd love that.
Definitely be on BAM Fest.
I need my coins
through too.
I need my coins. I'll throw that idea out there.
But I met Ava Davenport, Ocho, and Lavish at DJ Alcide Showcase.
Okay.
Out there in Quincy.
So I hosted it.
Oh, before you move forward, shout out to Alcide for last night. This nigga DJ'd his ass off last night.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Oh my God, it was crazy. He was wilding out on them tables, man. So shout out to you, man. You killed that shit last night, man. Just go ahead. Just want to let him know he did a good job.
Shout out Alcide. But yeah, man. So he invited me onto the showcase to host, and all 3 of those artists I just mentioned were there. Ava, Ocho, and Lavish. And I, as part of that whole deal, I offered an episode of the Cold Call.
Okay.
I said, you know, the artist that I see as being like the most, let's say, community oriented, like they're trying to meet people, you know, they're trying to connect. That's the one who's going to get on the project. Who's going to get on the next episode. Ocho and Lavish won technically, but I was kind of like, yo, Ava is basically exactly on the same level. I can see that shit. So I invited all 3 of them. Ocho and Lavish came together. You know, they do a lot of stuff together. So, and you know, it was interesting, like, I also offered, like, okay, one of these artists, you know, who I really like, I'm going to help you build a website.
Okay.
As, like, a little gift to you. And it's interesting because, you know, that person was like late for the call a couple times. It's like, okay, call me at this time. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure out like what you need so that I can help you make that happen.
Okay.
Artist didn't make the effort, basically. So he didn't get that. He didn't get it.
And you put the work in.
But Ocho, Lavish, and Ava came up to me. And they're like, yo, I've actually heard your stuff. I love what you do, et cetera, et cetera.
How does that make
you
you
feel? Had a good
feel?
conversation. It's almost a shock.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Almost every time, you know, people saying, yo, I've heard your shit. I love your shit. I went to your event. And even more so, like, today, people saying, like, I heard this artist as a fan of this artist, and I love what they do. And I love what you did to what they do. That was probably the biggest thing for me. You know, G.I.'s, I was just out with him and YN Prop, and he was like, no, like, you need to hear me. Like, you need to hear me when I say that what you did for these artists is absolutely crazy.
I actually did like what you did for YN Prop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he really, he brought his pen game.
I've heard him on past
did,
stuff,
for
and,
sure.
I wasn't the biggest fan. But
But this,
I heard him.
I told him last night. I saw him at the show. Actually, I think it was another show. I showed him. I was like, "Yo, you did your thing on this tape. Like,
you need to make
this
little
sound was good
workshops.
for him."
You need workshops. You definitely need workshops. I think that will help. That'll help a lot of artists, and I think a lot of people will be in tune with that and be supportive of it also.
Because
maybe an online course.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you could do a group on some shit where you make some money.
That's true.
Facts. Y'all laughing. I'm serious.
It's real.
Go right to Newberry Street. Go rent you a little studio where it only costs like $100. You charge you $40, $50 a head. Boom. You make like 2 racks.
I think this sound.
On camera, though. On camera,
like, I only want 10%.
Got the video evidence.
On my you feel me?
Yeah.
Listen, I done talked to some lawyers.
That's what it is.
They like, yo, do it on camera. I'm like, you right.
I think this tape is gonna help the artist understand how to get their quote unquote radio spins.
Okay,
what the sound is like.
Yeah.
You know, because anything from this project,
it's an industry sound.
Yeah,
I appreciate
can't
it.
be
It's
played.
definitely industry sound. I like
you
it.
know, even if you play it at a club, like it might not be like at 1:30 p.m. But when
12:30.
Get the club started off right. You can definitely.
Wait, when do they
like
play
that.
music like that? What time?
What, this kind of music?
Yeah.
This is 12:30, 12:45.
I feel you on
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Between midnight and 12:45.
Okay.
This is the energy.
Yeah.
Just to get everybody in tune, get the grooves going, and that's what it is right here.
I don't know nothing about the club. I think my man K know more about the nightlife than me.
But this is the vibe, right? To get it started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that open format.
Yeah.
DJing.
Like you don't know what's
what I
coming
mean?
next, but you get the
Like
bop going already.
Amp 103.3.
Yeah.
I've got a question though. Yeah. My guy K, he does promoting. What advice can you give him as like a promoter to take his shit to the next level?
Where are you at right
that's a
now,
good question.
stage wise, actually?
Yeah.
So he knows what you're aiming for.
All right, so I currently do events more or less out in Rhode Island, just because Rhode Island gives me more platform to have the creative ability to kind of create my own thing.
Guess what? Don't make an excuse. You went to where you can get your bag right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
No. I'm just explaining, you know, the justification of what I'm doing.
Don't justify it, my nigga. You
right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm just explaining to him where I'm coming from.
I bet.
So usually what I just recently had in July I did a phone party out there, and it was it's been kind of an annual thing. You know what I mean? So more or less, like it's like the game plan is ultimately bring it back home, but Rhode Island is where the bag's at right now, like you said. So I'm kind of like I kind of want to take the advantage of, you know, getting the backing from Rhode Island, and then once I have that, you know, like the 5,000 followers, I can come present it back home. You know what I mean? So, well, just, you know, because you did it before. So what was your steps in, you know, in terms of taking it to the next level? And
yeah, man, it's a good question. I mean, like my steps was just like find a team. You know, I had a pretty solid team of like, we'll call them co-founders basically, who each played a different role. You know, we had somebody who was really on the graphic design side, for instance, making the flyers. You know, we had somebody whose sole job was to manage the troops. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was at the point where like I would come up with ideas for parties and for things to do, and I was managing relationships and making sure that we weren't getting fucked like at the door and all that stuff. But then, you know, my boy was the one who was really like, you know, just like screaming at these guys like, yo, like you're not doing your shit. Like we need you to get going. So I mean, having the right team is a big thing, because it's like if it's going to be your vision, you know, you need to have as much space as possible to like be the CEO. You know what I mean? Coming up with like what is this party about? Like, why do people give a shit about this party? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when you have a little bit more of that space, you're able to come up with like original shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think at first you have to like come in as like, I'm just learning how to promote or whatever. You do that for a while, you learn those basics, and then you start to fucking riff on it. You know what I mean? The same way that like a rapper is not gonna like you can't say, oh, well, this is my second song and hopefully it's gonna get on the radio. Hopefully that's gonna be the thing. It's like the first 100 songs or whatever. Like it's just fucking practice, man.
Yeah.
And that's how you get your bag.
Russ.
You know what I mean? And it's a good thing then that you're like out in Rhode Island right now. Like you're getting used to the whole scene and shit, and then you're gonna come back when you're ready. So I think there's like a patience element to that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
You're just trying to fucking, just fucking trying to do it.
What helps bring women out though?
What brings women out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, this promoter.
I'm saying these are things I think people should know. Like,
that's
everybody
real
always
shit.
wants to throw events for
yeah,
their
that's
boys
real,
and shit, but it's like,
Nah, you gotta get the
only way
shorties.
your boys are gonna come is if the women are there.
One thing I can say one thing I've learned with in terms of promotion is like
alcohol.
Alcohol definitely. That's just
See,
a
but
no-brainer.
I feel like that's the old way. I feel like nowadays it should be like some kind of THC infused type of shit because everything is weed
that's where it's
based now.
transitioning to.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I feel as though, one thing I've learned was like, fly women bring out men and women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know
True.
what I'm saying? So I've learned like, through the hustle and bustle of doing this, because I've did it for a couple years now, but I do want to take it to the next level. Shout out to Sizzle for looking.
I'm trying to throw you that alley-oop, beloved.
The thing about it is like I said, one thing I noticed is like fly women bring out everybody more or less. And they attract the crowd.
Yeah.
And one thing I've learned also, through the grind and hustle, it's about the cosign. So it's like almost like the next big cosign can push you to that next level. That
Open more
10,000
followers.
followers, you know what I'm saying?
So for sure. No, I mean that's definitely what it is, and like, I mean the same goes for a music career too. It's like the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting what amounts to a cosign from you guys right now, but I wouldn't have that if I didn't get the cosign of these 18 artists basically on the thing, right?
True.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Effect.
And like the 8th artist I worked with, I managed to get there because of what I'd done leading right up to that. And I think like you just got to start. You got to be realistic with where you're starting, and then start. So like if what you need to do is throw a 10-person party and do that right, then do that. Throw the fucking best fucking time that those 10 people have ever seen. And then those 10 people are going to want to come back, and now you do 15, 20 people or whatever. And then you do 50, then you do 100 or whatever. Like the worst possible thing you can do is say, okay, well, I'm fucking dope, so I'm gonna do a 200-person party. And you book a 200-person venue,
You can't
and then there's 50 people there.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's way better if you're like, I'm gonna go for 30. I'm gonna get a venue for like do something fucking here.
Grab
You know
it.
what I mean? Like you can go. So like one thing I did at my studio is fucking sick. Like I've got like those glow in the dark buckets that you put ice in that they bring in like at the studio. I've got the lighting and stuff, right?
That's kind of
and
lit.
it's just like it sets the vibe right, you know. But that took me like a couple years of developing and just adding new things,
trial and error and stuff.
Trial and error.
Absolutely. Right.
Pasting fucking lights on the edge of the wall that kept on falling down and shit. And
That's
so
actually smart as
it's a
shit.
grind, you know what I mean? It's one thing at a time. So, you could get, for $50, you could get all the lights you need in this room right here. You could put a couple buckets on that table. You could get a DJ, who maybe he's just starting out. He's going to do it for free or whatever, and then put the Mackie speakers out like that right there in the corner. And then, create a flyer, tell people, this is going to be a vibe. It's going to be great, and then invite some really fucking dope people, just 20 people, and that's it.
That's it.
And, vibe hard, get fucking Madden out. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
set that shit up.
Damn, that does sound lit.
That's what it is. And like, actually,
I'd go out to that shit.
As an example of that, a precursor to this event was I decided to throw a thing that I just called Padei's Place, where I invited, again, it was 20 people, 20 artists. They were all artists out. And I said, we're going to have 2 producing stations. We're going to have a DJ booth. And whatever happens, happens.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah.
And like there were some things that were wrong with the event, but I learned what was right and how to like accentuate those things. And that's part of the reason why that barbecue went so well, because I already knew from the last time I did it what works and what doesn't work. and like what I have, like what resources I actually have. And I knew, for instance, like, oh, you know, I don't want to have to spend this much money on like the alcohol and the food, so we're gonna go potluck. Like everybody's gonna bring something.
I've always said potluck.
Yo, there was so much fucking alcohol in that bucket.
Of course there was.
It was crazy, dude.
Well, just one thing I wanted to co-sign, which I noticed that you said was like, one thing you knew, which I can agree 110% is like the people that stay longest are gonna be the people that really gonna want to work and want to grind. So I can respect that 100% because it's just the people that naturally gonna want to be on that road to riches or take it to that next level are gonna naturally be around you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was really dope.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the path. It's the trajectory that you can see or not see.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people who are further along than I am, and I can already tell that they're going to be exactly where they are now.
Yeah.
2 years from now. I'm not going to be.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no, you can't take that.
No,
That's a big L.
It's interesting because the way I learned how to songwrite, I have an ex who's an amazing songwriter. I'm not going to say her name.
Shout out to you, though.
Shout out to you. When we started dating, I think she had like 1,300 followers. I had like 700, right? But the thing that was really great was she just writes songs. That's it. That's all she does, right?
Yeah.
And she loves it. She's very proud of that skill. But like over the course of the year, something began to emerge, which is like I went from just making beats to like working with her to make songs together, which was great. But I started learning how to songwrite. But she wasn't learning how to produce.
Okay.
Right? So there came a point when she went, I feel like you're taking advantage of me, which maybe I was, if you think about it.
Because
subconsciously,
I was learning from her.
Yeah. You were learning from her, but she wasn't learning from you.
She wasn't, and that's hers. And you know, here's the thing: like, I'm somebody who's very, very, very careful to open the door to them learning what it is that I'm on. So, like, with this mixtape with these artists, there's this element of the tape with like data science where like you can go onto YouTube onto Facebook. We're not putting it on YouTube. We're putting it on Facebook video because on Facebook video, what you can do is connect with any audience you could possibly want to.
Yeah.
And you can build a relationship with fans because you can put the first video out, then you can say, Facebook, I want you to target the second video only to people
18 to 35.
The first video.
Yeah.
Well, no, like you can retarget the people who watch the first video so that now you're only advertising to those people. So Facebook, only the people who watched at least 50% of your video, target the second video to them.
Yeah.
And target the third video to the people who watched the second video at least 50% or 25 or 75.
See, I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, man.
Right?
I know that's possible on Instagram, not on Facebook.
That's incredible. That's an incredible marketing technique.
And then you can say, Facebook, I want you to take that off. Because think, Facebook has thousands of data points on everybody. 3 billion people, right? So you can say, Facebook, I want you to create an audience that represents the top 1% of the United States or of Germany or of Boston or of Worcester that is the most similar to the people who watched my video the most.
Oh, shit. That's wild.
Or do the same thing but target people who've watched at least 3 of my videos.
Now see, or this is game that you could be having people pay for in a workshop.
I know. But here's the other thing. Here's the reason why I don't do that. The reason why I don't do that is because I learned that stuff myself on a course that cost me $40. And like, it's like, yeah, sure, I could do that. Or because that's just not like, it's a tool for me. It's not the thing it's not the point. Right? The point is the music. And to an extent, like the video side, just creating these cultural pieces of content. So it's almost like, okay, well, I couldn't be bothered. But what I could be bothered to do is say, hey, you can watch that course now. Here's the link. It took me all of 5 hours to figure out how to do all of this.
Damn.
You can do it right now. And not a lot of people take me up on that offer.
People aren't really ready to really do that work, though. That's what it is.
So you need a workshop.
You know?
But as I say, like, I mean, I think you're either taking responsibility for that shit or you're not, right?
That's it.
And like, I've said the same exact, like, you know, in terms of, hey, he's like, oh, you know, I hate that song, Wild Things, but it's DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna. I'm like, why? It's like, because Rihanna makes that song.
Facts.
And Rihanna's name should be first on the song. And
first of all, don't forget my man, what's his name is on there?
Bryson Tiller.
Thank you.
Bryson Tiller's my favorite artist.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know Rihanna's on there, but Bryson.
He got reach.
Bryson came through.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Bryson's fucking legit.
Like, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's
And
amazing.
he's another musical influence, actually.
Yeah.
I actually so one of the targeting things I do is Bryson Tiller, is literally fans of Bryson Tiller, and it's one of the highest, like, return on investments that I get. It's really weird.
That's really fucking smart.
Say again? So I was saying that one of the audiences that I target is fans of Bryson Tiller, and it's one of the like highest return on investments that I get. It just happens to be because what I did was you start to analyze and compare results. So you take the same video and you target it to 16 different audiences, and it's just like an educated guess. It's like, okay, I think I sound like Drake. I think I sound like The Weeknd. I think I sound like Bryson Tiller. So you pick those audiences of artists that you think you sound like, and maybe that your friends think you sound like. Maybe you get an unbiased opinion as well. So you have 16 educated guesses as to what audiences might like what you do, and then you compare the results.
I'm not gonna lie. You don't want the workshop idea? I might be taking this.
Sam's like, yo,
because
if you want to market it,
there's so many
I'll give you 50%.
There's so many talented people, right?
Yeah.
There's so many talented people out here that rap or sing, but don't know.
They don't have the information.
They don't know these avenues, and they don't know that they can do this thing because they never had anybody teach them. Now, it's one thing to put it online, like, oh, you can look at this course, but it's another thing for somebody to have that rapport and walk up to you and have that conversation and learn it from somebody else.
The fact that I didn't even know that type of thing existed.
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that exists.
Exactly.
So right now.
I mean, just that alone, just hey, you could do this. That'll spark a lot of people to be like, oh, word.
Yeah.
You can do
So
that.
now with Kyle, he could do his little promotion
And
videos.
Easy.
I want to say little promotion. I don't want to sound like show.
Oh, now you saying
Feel me? You got promotion videos.
promotion videos.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you can be targeting people. I'm just saying, you could be targeting people on Facebook because that's all shit that I just learned today. I didn't know.
Let me tell you another thing.
I didn't know
can tell
that.
you guys all about like the targeting for this video, like the mixtape video. So first of all, it is that comparative thing, like, okay, different types of artists and stuff. But then what it is I create an audience that's sort of defining hip hop culture. And the way I do it is I go, okay, I pick the top producers I could think of in hip hop, right? They said, first of all, you have to be a fan of one of these: Jay Dilla, J Rock, Dr. Dre, Kanye, DJ Khaled, and it sort of went through the list of old and new, Timbaland, all these guys. Right?
All these guys, yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm going to stick with these producers because the sound is so fluid and it's so different from record to record that I'm going to pick more like a beat-based sound and like a type of culture that comes with being this producer who works with different artists.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be the first defining thing. And then what you can do is say, okay, that's step one. Step one is you like these artists or these producers. Step two is you have to like these artists and you have to be consuming XXL Mag or Respect Mag or like these other hip hop magazines, publications, The Breakfast Club, things like that. So now it's somebody who likes these artists and likes these these publications. And the logic is now they're probably a super fan, because if they like both, then that means it's not just like, oh, you like this random page or you like Timbaland because you heard one of his songs. It's I actually consume hip hop content.
Yeah.
And then step three, and I created 3 different audiences, was those 2 things plus they like DJing stuff. And then those 2 things plus they like producing related content. And then those 3 things plus they've identified themselves as a music writer. So now I have an audience of people that definitely, or at least most likely, are hip hop DJs.
Yeah,
and then
targeted like, man, shot. Ooh.
Yeah, and then I go,
your odds is crazy right now.
It's like
then
targeted that shot group just getting tighter and tighter.
And then it's like, let's do that, but only Boston.
That's a wow.
Game over,
Easy.
right? Because now it's like every dollar I spend is going towards people who are definitely from Boston, who definitely engage in the hip hop community.
And definitely going to pay attention to
and they're going to
pay attention to it.
And those are the people that I want, because it's like when I go out to an event and they see me, and here's the thing, like the artists too. So the artists and I, we pooled money together. We pooled like $750 of budgeting just to do this, because I explained to them, I said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that everybody in Boston sees this tape. We haven't even started doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's all ready to go. I'm hitting play on Monday, basically. And it's literally like we're going to keep going until we get a certain number of views, because we know that if we direct the targeting right,
send us the link.
everybody.
Send us the link.
I did send you the link, actually, the video.
Oh, the
So
video.
you can see the video now. I'm just saying that we haven't turned on like the advertising side of things. But I mean, like you can literally go, okay, Boston area. Some people even say what their job is.
Oh shit.
So I now know that there's like something like 12,000 people who are like they're music. They say they're a music manager. They say that they're a like a booking agent. They say that they're a rapper or a producer, whatever. So now we have an audience of 12,000 people that I can directly target. They're gonna see the video. It's gonna show up on their feed.
12,000
and they're all, it's literally just like the music industry of Boston.
Yeah.
I mean that's
it.
crazy.
It's crazy. 12,000 people.
It's all on Facebook. Yeah.
All on Facebook. Everybody just learned something new today.
Facebook advertising. Yeah.
So Sam, we got some work to do for ourselves for the podcast because we can definitely use the same thing, man. Appreciate you, Alex, for coming through today, man.
Yeah, man.
This is definitely eye-opening. I'm not gonna lie.
This was definitely what we needed. This. Everybody happy? Everybody good?
Oh, I'm enthralled.
There's so much.
We're getting ready.
So
I'm trying
much
to pull
shit.
you up right now.
Facts.
That's something that could bring up Boston. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, if people actually learned how to do this, suddenly they can reach anywhere properly. They can reach anywhere they want to at any time. It's like putting a bill because you don't have to make music for other people anymore. You can just find the corner of the internet that represents people that's yours. And so now you have more flexibility and freedom as an artist. And that's it.
Yeah.
You fill that corner and then
That's
you can expand
crazy.
from there.
Yeah.
That's like the foothold you need to go into a more major.
You know what? You know what? Who you remind me of? You remind me of Russ.
I think about Russ a lot.
You know, I like listening to him talk because I'm like he gives so much game.
He talks from a different perspective.
You know, when he had the Joe Budden podcast, when he had the Joe Budden
The pull up
with him, and how he was explaining how he had all his songs out before, and then when he started figuring out what he needed to do and how he did it, it was just like, oh shit, that's genius.
That's the amazing thing. Music doesn't have to be brand new for it to provide you value.
No.
Because what you do is you create an introductory campaign of like 4 to 6 videos. What happens is you start out with the first video. It's really short. It takes a low investment from the listener, right? Maybe it's you spitting 15 seconds of bars.
Yep.
Or maybe it's you covering a song that people already know. That you know, like if I know that I'm like Bryson Tiller, then I cover a Bryson Tiller record for 15 seconds.
I bring a little attention towards it, yeah.
Right? And then the second video is going to be 30 seconds long. And the third video will be the first, like, it'll be a minute, and it'll be the first original thing that you're presenting to people, right?
Yeah.
And so you create this campaign of 3 to 6 songs, or 3 to 6 videos, rather, that introduce people to who you are. You never have to make that ever again. So now what happens is you have all the new shit you're doing from week to week, but the people who receive that have already watched the first 6 videos that are designed to make them a fan. And now the people who are watching the new shit are going to receive it better. And you know that you're building up an actual fan base because it's like the story is continuing, but you're bringing people up to speed as you move forward. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
that's
you can just turn on a button, like, and you only have to do it once. You don't need to remake, like, you don't need to have a new video every week to introduce people to what you do. Just keep it the same. And it's permanent. You're done. Now you have a business.
Alex Padei in the building.
Padei's.
Yo, he just dropped mad
Padei
gems, mad game for us here at the podcast and for y'all artists. So if y'all hope y'all are paying attention and picked up everything this man said, we're gonna get into our battle of the vibes for real this time. You wanna go first, or you wanna? What you wanna do?
Are we playing? We playing it on the podcast, or we
playing some music?
Yeah, playing some music. Yeah,
all right, yeah.
We're gonna end off with the music. First and foremost, shout out to Alex Padei for coming through. We appreciate you coming through, dropping the gems. Thank you. We will have all the we will have the links to the tape and the videos on the what is it called? Description.
We'll do it ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do it ourselves. The description.
We'll have the links to the songs also.
Everything. Yep. So look for that, and the videos he'll have them out Monday.
That's right.
So Monday, look for that. We'll have that out. This will be coming out Wednesday this week. So
it's already out.
It's already out. It's already out.
So it's out.
Word. It's already out. You're right. Who do you want to play?
Woo, play some Cleo. That shit just came out. Come on. Yeah, you gotta play some Oompa.
Okay, damn. We're about to have 2 Oompa tracks because I was about to play. I'm playing Oompa too.
I'm gonna be the deciding factor. I'll be different.
Yeah. Who you? What's I got Oompa pulled up. Who you want to play from Oompa? Which one is it? Which one you talking about?
I think it might be Cleo Nem.
Fuck! That was my shit.
God damn.
No. That's cool.
Great
that's
minds
cool.
think alike.
Yeah,
I got my song.
Nah, that's cool. So.
All right, I'll pull another one out.
No, you good.
No, after.
You pull another one after? So we're gonna play that. So this is Cleo and them off of Oompa's new album, new tape, Cleo, featuring Brandy Blaze, Cleo and them.
You did it.
Hey, Snake.
You Turn off the
One
mic.
take Tina.
Nah, we good.
Talk about shit. Yeah. Yeah. Me and my sister, we like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. I said, me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. I'm talking about set it off, not the mind reader and shit, but shit. Me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. Man, we like Cleo and them. I said, me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. I'm talking about set it off, not the mind reader and shit, but shit. Me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. Before the COs and them, we hit them squeal and split. Before a nigga have to get this muffin PO'd and shit. We on some peace, love, chicken grease, but be on your shit. Cause if we catch you when you're sleeping, be that Geo and shit. And we don't leave them doors open for no G-Ho was witness, you get it? We Holy Ghost them out they fittest, then we sprint across the scrimmage line like Jada Pinkett did it. Hold up, let me finish. What I mean is bitches like we take no shorts. No capris or anything resembling that sort. Or we could, not that I mean that be that last resort. We try and eat like human beings, okay, just like dessert. My niggas only had their hands up, never had their hands out. Humans wanna stand up, show 'em what these hands bout. Defense be bananas, offense for the stands now. I can't get these bands, brother, and I don't plan to stand down, believe that. Man down, if we don't see them B-caps. You a giant high and mighty, then we at your kneecaps. They say that God be in the midst of wherever there's 3 at 3 to my right now. It's night, tell the Lord I'll be back. Black. What's the procedure when you got the gun to your head? Skin round enough, they want a nigga dead. Hair like a side that I don't fuck with feds. Fuck me over now, you lay in that bed. Ask what my rank out here, I say top 5. Hold up the pussy 4-5. Pussy go brrr, like a drive-by. Black tires go brrr, when I slide by. All up your ass like Astroglide. Ask what they like and they got no fucking type. Code name ice cream, I do banana splits. Get there by any means, watch this hammer spit. Got my own money scheme and I run this shit. Don't rock with those that rub me wrong. Click, whole gang of bad bitches, that's my fucking clique. Step to me wrong, nigga, who you fucking with? Hoes out here, faker than a simp. Real bad one, body made for sin. I seen your girl, I'm a anchor, I'm diving in. She fine, nigga, I'ma check her out like a N-win. That's all I do. Tell these niggas what we about to do. All you niggas owe me. Whole bunch of IOUs. Whole bunch of baby brandies. I say you. Man, I heard that they wondering what I'm about to do next. They should be looking for cover. They should be checking their necks. I'm aiming for heads. I hope it don't land on your mother with all disrespect. Got so many drums around me, they call me innocent Pac. They love me around here, but two to the city love Missy and Pac. Cause fickle as fuck. Twisted the sickle, said sick how they sell you a dream. How they finna stick to you pop. Soon as the grease get hot, they out of the pan like the niggas out fell on the palms. They plotting your downfall like they be plotting the slope of a chart. The closer I hide, the more evidence, the relevance is. But who got my back? Fuck who got my heart. Where my best interest in? These niggas self-interested. Give a fuck about a code. They break the whole interest in. With your kids and them, if it mean that they get to be on. But good, bad, and indifference. My genetics fucked up. Crack babies, act crazy. You get tucked up in the back of this black Mercedes. I'm the least to be scared. It's cause I needs to be here. Your mother get you braided up in jail down like Alicia Keys here. Everything that want me gone and shall not prosper in the streets of these lands. I'm running my business. If you want business, I'll be a genie Kazam. Goddamn. Me and my sister, we like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. I said, me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. I'm talking about set it off, not the mind reader and shit, but shit. Me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. We like Cleo and them. Man, we like Cleo and them. I said, me and my sisters, we like Cleo and them. I'm talking about set it off, not the mind reader and shit, but shit.
Oh my God. Woo! Can you believe this? Look at this.
Yo.
All this money. So much stuff.
Yo, what the hell, dog?
Easy peasy.
That shit was too easy, boy, for real.
So what do we do now?
Weed? We talking about weed. Weed, that sounds French for somebody who didn't do nothing.
Hey, now. We all played a part.
That was Oompa off of Oompa's new tape Cleo. I'm gonna turn my volume up. Hold up. Off of Oompa's new tape Cleo. Cleo and them featuring Brandy Blaze. And I just want to let y'all know, last night, Brandy Blaze, you tore that motherfucking building down, son. That place was crazy. That's what? Oh, okay. That place went crazy. Your energy was wild. Like, you had that place running crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cleo and them, it's definitely the jam. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can perform. They can perform that anywhere. Your shit was hard, right? Who you got, Sam? Hold on. Turn your mic on, nigga.
I'm going to let Alex close it out.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
So I'm going to play somebody that I feel like he should listen to. I'm going to play Vanni. Fine Line.
Off of what tape? Let him know.
Off of Loveless Summers. It just came out. That's his EP. It's got 5 songs on it.
Yeah, shit's dope.
Who?
Turn your mic on. Nah, you talking about C4.
Don't you dare mess with my head. Don't you dare mess with my blessings. I don't fear love, life, or death. But I don't look forward to those lessons. Whole lot of screams coming out my chest. Do you feel the pain inside my melody? I can't ignore it at my best. I just explore inside my fine lines. I'm in a close case, so I can't escape. If I lose the chains, that'd be really great. Got a birthday that I like to make. What you think? I'm a new status. Got a blue stain, I'm a Bruce Wayne. Look at you laughing. I rebuke that, I'ma shoot that, I'ma toss that. Out of you that to the hoop back to the poop I'm in. It's painful. I hate it when you know the pain is love. Ain't no remedy or a drug that teach me how to deal with it. It's crazy, we was only strangers, love. Like you got a gun to my heart, but you ain't gotta shoot it. It's like you got a gun to my heart, but you ain't gotta shoot it. It's like you got a gun to my heart, but you ain't gotta shoot it. Don't you dare mess with my head. Don't you dare mess with my blessings. I don't fear love, life, or death. But I don't look forward to those lessons. Whole lot of screams coming out my chest. Do you feel the pain inside my melody? I can't ignore it at my best. I just explore inside my fine lines. It was fine dining on a work night. You know that I put the time in if the work right. After all this time of trying, am I worth fighting? For I thought I held it down, did I? Thought I held it down, would I go wrong? Yeah, had enough of you two stepping on my heart. Yeah, why'd I introduce you to my mom? Yeah, oh my God, yeah. I hate it when you know the pain is love. Ain't no remedy or a drug that teach me how to deal with. It's crazy, we was only strangers, love.
Okay, so that was Vanni. Yeah, I'm turning it down. That's Vanni, Fine Line. I'm going to play Alex one more song because I'm so impressed with Vanni that I need him to hear all this shit. It's called Better, off the same EP. Yeah, that's my joint. Better's fire.
Better's fire.
Let me turn my mic off.
I got a heart for every day of the week in my palm. I got a problem not letting go, that stinks to my mom's. Look, I'm in fear of a heart attack and R.I.P. Granddad. Addictions is so persistent, they keeping me down bad. Picture the level up in 5, level up inside. Don't know what 10 is what you want, but settle for a 5. And trying to live your best life, but on the road to die. Say there's healing in your tears, but you too strong to cry. What's wrong if I need the answers and get the answers too demanding? So I dance around them, resorting back to ignorance, but can't ignore the outcome. With a potential limitless, these limits hit harder than feelings tricks for friends with benefits. I'm just trying to get better. Got to get better, so I'm through the weather now. Working my hardest, hoping I never lose. Came from the bottom, I'm talking level ground. To the top or stay at the bottom, I gotta choose. Life or death is all a lesson, no more stressing now. I got blessed on top of blessings now. Gotta get better, so I'm through the weather now. To the top or stay at the bottom, I gotta choose. I feel today, but gon' make it tomorrow. They say if I times it by 2, I can even the odds. I got so much to say, but still think I should pause. And impatient is hard when you're too impatient, waiting on God. I feel the devil working right now when it got me hella nervous. Smell a serpent, got a motor lawn, it's a tellus lurking. Pull the curtain, pull it back, I'm asking the evil worship. Leave him hurting, I leave him bleeding, needing no reason. They screaming, how could that be? How could someone who was sentenced to life just walk around free? I got some pain, a couple stains, but ain't no chains around me. I play the game and play the game game till I got played and got beat. But I ain't claiming defeat if my feet don't. Long as I'm stepping, ain't no question, you know I'ma keep on. Till ain't no breath of air compressed out of my chest, I'm 10 toes. Down without a frown, ain't going down, and Lord knows that I'm just trying to get better. Better if I do, better if I don't. Better I don't try to do it on my own. Better if I know that better's what I want. Better I don't try to do it on my own. Better if I do, better if I don't. Better I don't try to do it on my own. Better if I know that better's what I want. Better I don't try to do it. Got to get better, so I'm through the weather now. Working my hardest, hoping I never lose. Came from the bottom, I'm talking level ground. But the top will stay at the bottom, I gotta choose. Life and death is all a lesson, no more stressing now. I got blessed on top of blessings now. Gotta get better, so I'm through the weather now. But the top will stay at the bottom, I gotta choose.
Today, we're gonna make it tomorrow. Let's say if I times it by 2, I can even the odds.
That was Vanni, Allen Poe. Yeah, my shit's on. That was Better off his EP, Loveless Summers. One of the most talented people here, man.
Who you got for us, Alex?
Yeah, this is my answer to that track.
Oh shit!
I like that.
Spicy.
That. You know, hey.
Spicy.
There you go.
It's a vibe for sure.
Do your thing.
Yeah, I think y'all are gonna like this one a lot.
Girl, I know you don't know better. See a guy like me get a bit wetter. Other guys you two can't even get it redder. Just use your imagination, won't explain it. You always wear a red dress in my head lately. Though I'm trying to stop sexualizing each second. We never could be just friends for that reason. All or nothing with us, better make a decision. She round the corner, but don't think I'm at her. Maybe right in front from the fucking I'm a in for. Cutting that crop to the root, I'm a raper. Bet she gonna hit me by surprise, she a sleeper. Maybe it's not you today, but tomorrow. Transform in front of me, peek at you problems. Don't know if we got the patience to blossom. Just let me try, let me taste of your flower. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be. It could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be, it could be. It could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be, it could be, she could be. Girl, I hope that I know better. Gone with no map for the real treasure. We always let loose with the pleasure. In the belly of the ship with no heading. Love you so deep, I admit it. Hit it so good we don't miss it. Wonder of other paths once in a minute. Wonder if our best is going on sinning. She round the corner, don't know if I met her. Maybe right in front from the fucking I'm a in for. Cutting that crop to the root, I'm a reaper. Bet she gonna hit me by surprise, she a sleeper. Maybe it's not you today, but tomorrow. Transform in front of me, Pikachu problems. Don't know if we got the patience to blossom. Just let me try, let me taste of your flower. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. It could be, it could be, it could be, she could be you. up on love, on love. Giving up on love. Giving up on love, on love. Giving up on love. It could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be you. It could be, she could be you.
Let them know who that was, Alex.
That was me.
That was you. Oh shit, that is exclusive.
That was Alexander Padei right there.
That shit was fire, bro.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, we need
You know, you remind me of Ryan Leslie.
Oh,
yo, so
damn.
it's funny because Ryan Leslie and I, he went to Harvard too.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why. He and I are in the same social club.
He's so slept on.
He is.
Nah, he's not slept on.
Well, no, because now he's doing the whole app game though.
He's not slept on. It's
on
just that he was making music. Diddy took his girl, so he had to leave music. Let's be real. You can't stay in music and Diddy took your girl, my nigga. Like, ain't nobody gonna want to make a track with you. Let's be real. He had to leave. He gonna see Diddy at every party, bro.
Oh shit! Look, we want to thank Alex Padei for coming through. It's Lit Boston. We appreciate you.
Facts, I appreciate it.
Let everybody know where they can reach you at, your socials and all of that.
That's it, man. Alexander Padei, that's Padei, AlexanderPadei.com. It's Alexander Padei on all social. You can find the record on AlexanderPadei.com/FIWDIO. Fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for having me.
This was dope, man.
Would you suggest artists make their own websites?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
costs like $10.
Exactly. So fucking cheap.
Make
But
your
everybody
website.
only wants to do IG and Facebook.
It costs 6 hours of learning how to make a website and then $15 a month.
Facts.
And that's it.
Or you can just go on
Squarespace.
Yep.
Go get it done.
Go get it done, y'all. Make sure your shit's popping out here.
That's it.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. See y'all next time. Holla. It's lit. Oh, thank our guests, too. I appreciate y'all. We had a nice little group today.
Facts.
Get at y'all.
My man Mikey, my man O.
Appreciate y'all. Holla. It's lit.